the alert.
We're live.
Yeah. So let me tell you what's going on in my personal life.
Oh, there you go. That's the time to do it.
Nah. Don't want to save that shit for the off the air.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. I suppose.
Yeah, man. But no, seriously, what's going on?
What's going on? Not a whole lot is going on, man. The other guy that works my shift quit.
Oh, really? Eesh.
Yeah.
So do you working every freaking day now, or what?
I'm still probably gonna have 2 days off. Like, I doubt they'll give me more than full time for the most part.
You don't want to have to pay the overtime.
Yeah, I don't think they want to do that any kind of long term. I guess there's somebody already being interviewed and like getting their background check and shit. Because in order to work where I work, you got to have what do you call it? You get like a DOJ background check and an FBI background check.
So pretty.
So they run like they run like the standard one, and then they run like a much more in-depth one.
Are you the Skittles McStabby Pants that is currently in jail? Are you the one that's applying for this job? Yeah, I love those, dude. And you're like, are you this guy that's in jail right now? Like, yeah, that's me. I made a fucking house while I was in jail.
This is the best jail ever. You know, I fucking In-N-Out burgers for dinner. I just got to get them with no bun. They're like the only ones that are like really good without the bun. Like, if you've ever had like fucking Jack in the Box, it's great until you take the bun off the burger, and then it really is just like dried out and gnarly. It's weird.
I never noticed. I don't think I've ever tried it without. Well, obviously, never tried it without the bun.
Hold on, let me get this fucking plug here. There we go. Hopefully that's better. I was like not hearing for a minute there. Oh, do you hear the newest thing they're doing to the thoughts?
No, what's up?
So all those chicks out there that do like the you got to pay to get my private Snapchat or my Instagram where they post porn pictures. Like, they just like post pictures of their titties and shit. Well, it turns out they weren't paying taxes, which is funny because a lot of people, and they're blaming the incels. I think it's just people who are who don't have enough to do and thought it would be funny to fuck these chicks over.
Wow.
Basically fucking turning them into the IRS.
for tax evasion.
For tax evasion. And I gotta say, dude, I got no sympathy.
Fault is it that they didn't pay taxes?
Yeah, I got no sympathy.
That they didn't pay taxes.
Yeah, they didn't pay taxes.
It's their fault, right? I mean, it's not anybody's fault that they didn't pay taxes.
Exactly. 100% agree. But it's started to go a step further. Yeah, well, I mean, it's their own fucking fault, really. Okay. Yeah, I have no sympathy at all. But it started to go a step further. So other people are now trying to get them banned off of the pay sites. So they're getting them like kicked off of like Patreon and all the other fucking pay sites like Patreon, because those sites don't want you to sell pornographic material.
All right. Yeah. Is it that? So it's actually done through. It's actually done through PayPal or one of those sites.
Yeah, like PayPal, Patreon, that kind of stuff. Where they sell their Snapchat stuff or whatever. I guess I'm not sure how that works. I just know that those are the sites they use.
Right.
Because you got to be fucking.
So they're turning them in for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to be retarded to be paying for porn in the first place. So I mean.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by that, dude.
I don't have any idea why they would do that. But.
Yeah, I've been single a long time, dude. Never fucking, it would never even occur to me. You know, I mean, obviously I know about it, but yeah, it would never occur to me to think of, hey, let me pay you a shitload of money for a picture of your tits.
Yeah.
Instead of just typing tits or porn in the fucking search bar of any search engine and having fucking millions of them.
PornTube or something like that. Well, I mean, I think when I was in my early 20s, I think I subscribed to 1 or 2 different sites.
Yeah, even then I didn't. But I mean, I could back then I could kind of understand it because you had to really fucking search to get some shit free back then.
I mean, there were specific things that I was enjoying, but I mean, it was like I think I just did because I had a credit card and I was fucking young and dumb.
Yeah, when you're into bestiality, you know, you're willing to pay for it. I understand, Stabby.
I don't remember if it was bestiality. I don't think you could ever pay for that online.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I get the joke. I get the joke, but honestly, I don't think they can legally post that online for that. And also, hello to the cat, gaming and yelling.
Hello, Kitty.
Oh, new patients. Yeah, more like a power trip. Okay. Oh, like the people that are turning in the thoughts.
Yeah, I would think it was more just like assholes, dude, that are pissed that they're not fucking them or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they finally realize, oh, she doesn't love me.
I would
so
assume
nice
it's
to
like
me
cow.
When I was, yeah. It's like they were at first they were just pathetic.
Yeah, incels would probably try to hold them hostage. Be like, I'll fucking get your PayPal canceled if you don't fuck me or something like that. Like I could see an incel doing that.
Yeah, I want you to fly to where I live and fuck me, or else I'm turning you in.
Yeah, but I just think the whole thing is fucking ridiculously funny. It's almost like conservatives have been talking about like how dangerous that whole thing is for years now. Where if you create an atmosphere where if you don't like somebody, you should that it's acceptable to try to get them to stop getting paid, like to ruin their job or get them fired or take away their income.
Essentially, deplatforming. Yep.
Yeah, it's almost like we've been saying that for fucking like the last 5-10 years almost.
Yeah.
Well, not we, but I just mean like conservatives in general. How's it going, gaming and yelling? Was that good, Menudo?
I'm
actually not Menudo.
Stuffing my face right now. So sorry.
Oh man, I bet it's. I looked like scrambled eggs and some sort of meat.
Yep, with ground beef.
Oh, scrambled eggs and ground beef. Oh, that sounds really good, actually.
I told you it looked too good to be Menudo.
Oh no, I was just calling him Menudo because he's Mexican.
Okay, why don't you say chorizo,
I'm an asshole. Menudo is like tripe, isn't it? It's like fucking.
It's fucking disgusting, dude. Is what it is.
I've
never had it, so I'll take it.
Dude, honestly, I can't really say anything because I've never actually ingested it, but I can't get past the fucking nasty, disgusting smell of it, dude. I'm like,
I've never even seen it in person.
No, I fucking smelled it a million times, dude. You know, my ex and her family, especially the holidays and shit, they'd always have Menudo, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I love it. Every other kind of Mexican food. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've never seen it. I would try it if I had a chance. I would give it a shot.
Yeah, I guess, dude. But again, I'm telling you.
Oh, have you ever smelled fish sauce?
No.
Oh, it's a powerful, funky, awful smell. But I swear to God, the food it goes into smells just as bad, but tastes like heaven.
It's so weird to me,
so
man.
tasty. It's amazing.
I really should try it, but I honestly, it's just I can't imagine how something that smells that bad could taste good, dude.
Fish sauce is awful. You don't have to refrigerate fish sauce because the bacteria just don't want anything to do with it.
Even the bacteria are like, this is disgusting.
They're like, fuck it. Yeah, no, exactly.
We'll eat shit. We will gladly eat shit, but we're not touching this fucking disgusting shit.
Yeah, you just leave it out on the counter as long as you want. Real fish sauce. Yeah. Let me be clear. You can do that with real fish sauce. Some of the shit you'll find in like white people's stores, you probably should refrigerate because it's not real fish sauce. You got to go to like one of them slanty-eyed stores to get the real stuff.
Lemon.
I have no idea what you said.
Oh, I said, the Lemonhead.
Oh, the Lemonhead store. Okay. Roboting out there for a minute. Fucking Google Hangouts has just decided to deal with your racism by like roboting you.
It's got like a 5-second delay thing.
Yeah, it's like anytime there's like you start.
It's like, oh, he's gonna say something.
100%. They got your number.
Yeah, anytime
dude.
you set me up, dude. It's like, all right, some racist shit. Right.
Oh
like,
man.
All right. After what he just said, there's no way fucking Detroit is not going to say some racist. So it's just ready to fucking.
Oh my God.
That's funny. Is it still doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking really bad. It's
Is
not
it
terrible,
bad?
terrible, but it's not good.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna tap out and be back.
Try it again.
Yeah, let me close that.
God, I hope he doesn't come back.
You know, he's still here.
You think I wouldn't say to his face?
No, I can't imagine why you wouldn't. You are a terrible person, sir.
How dare you? How dare you call me a person?
I open my mouth and I force air over my vocal cords, and then that makes noises. And then that's how I dare.
Your noises annoy me.
Yeah. Oh, you've heard about this thing where like the Snapchat thoughts are getting like reported for tax evasion,
right?
The guys, some people have taken it further and they're trying to like get them kicked off, or they've got some of them kicked off of like PayPal and Patreon and all that shit.
Oh, now we have 2 Detroits. What the fuck?
Double the pleasure, double the fun.
There's nothing to do with those words today, Detroit. Okay, calm down.
Like double mint gum or something.
Like there's no pleasure when it comes to Detroit.
Dude, blow your fucking mind.
You're old enough to remember the double mint gum commercials.
Yeah, they would always. Yeah, the double mint twins. Fuck yeah.
God, I wanted to.
Of course, I'm older than both of you, so I didn't realize you weren't talking to me there.
Well, we were talking to the other day, Bob, and his icon disappeared.
Well, stuck with me.
I know. Is it the evil Detroit or the good Detroit? I was assuming there's like an evil and a good twin.
There's no such thing when it comes to Detroit. Come on, be realistic.
Yeah, I just sucked either way.
Yeah.
And not
roboting, or is it okay now?
No, you're fine now.
He's so never fine. God, I'll never stop.
Yeah, Stabby does keep setting you up.
I know. He triggers me to say it. He does it on purpose.
Yeah.
Is that like a gay thing?
Yes, it's totally a gay thing.
It's a gay thing. Okay, I thought so. So is that like when like a little kid on the playground pulls the other little kid's hair because they like him?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly how it is.
You nailed it.
You know, those two are the same thing, right? Being in gay and being in on a playground, or being a kid on a playground.
Totally.
Yeah, being infantile.
Pulling hair. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, that's supposed to be hot, right? Pulling hair.
Mm-hmm. I know. I like my hair pulled.
Yeah.
Can you? What about bald dudes? Do you just kind of like try to get a grip on their scalp?
No, you grab them by the ears. Hello.
By the ears.
You would know.
I fucking forgot.
You know about the big ears. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Big old floppy ears. That's why you need them. You need the holders.
Oh, I saw a fucking gif with some chick who was like playing with her titties that had big elf ears on and just started cracking up. I was just like, God damn it. You mock me, world.
My computer heard me, and it's giving me what it thinks I want.
More gay porn.
Oh man,
and more ear play.
More ear play. I don't think I've ever found any actual ear play. Thank God.
I'm gonna search that though, just to see if there is something called ear play.
Oh, that's probably not something I want to know.
There's gotta be.
That's true. Yeah, much like spider porn, it's something that I'm better off not knowing.
It could be a lot of fucking dicks in ears or something.
Yeah, a little fucking. I guess it would have to be little fucking micro dicks, like Asian dicks, I guess, and then.
Oh, yeah, just like
fucking dudes.
I don't know. Maybe they just like poke at the ear from the outside or something. Like it doesn't ever go in.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Unless it's a micro
Fucking
dick.
weird.
A micro dick will probably go in.
Well, you know that like you could stretch your earlobes, right? Maybe they stretch them down far enough that they can like rub them on the like titty fucking, but with earlobes.
I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe it's like
done that.
like the guys that have gauges in them. You know, like when you take the gauge out, it's all fucking
Oh no,
stretched out and nasty. They just pull that and start fucking it, I guess.
oh, that's
I'm
that's
giving
a
them ideas.
visual right there. That's disturbing.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I forget people actually visualize shit, dude. Yeah.
I hate you.
It's not the worst thing I've ever visualized. So
What is the
No,
worst
I had a
thing
friend
you
whose
just-
girlfriend would have like. I had a friend who had this really vivid visuals of anything that you fucking made up.
oh yeah,
And you know, him and her and like me and like two other friends or whatever. And again, in the early 20s.
You're roboting
Disgusting.
again.
oh no.
Fuck. God damn it. Still?
You're okay
still,
for now.
What the fuck, dude? Maybe it's his headset because it. God damn it.
Poor Detroit.
All right, I'm tapping out. I'll be back.
Oh no, he's gone forever.
Yay!
Oh, you're fucked up, man.
Happy joy, joy, happy joy, joy, happy joy, joy, happy joy, joy. Woohoo!
Oh,
I mean,
fucking.
I'm so sad. He's gone. Day 12, no.
Oh, did you hear the guy that made SpongeBob died?
Yeah. Of course, it was all over Twitter.
SpongeBob creator dies. I was like 57 or some shit.
Yeah, he was fucking young.
I wonder if he went to Bikini Bottom, like after he died, like that's where his fucking soul goes.
So you think he went to hell? Jesus. You're fucked up, homie. Jeez.
I just think that'd be funny. Like if you were like a fiction maker, like you made movies or books or whatever other fiction there is, I don't know. Like you got married, fictions like that. You go to like a version of that fiction when you die.
I would hope not, because a lot of their stuff is not really,
Stephen King.
Look at Stephen King and a bunch of other people.
Be an interesting afterlife where the bad guys are always really obvious.
Imagine being in SpongeBob's world for real.
Oh, that would be awful.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Oh my god. I think that would be my hell right there. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, the only thing you could try to fuck would be like the squirrel chick, right? Because she's the only chick.
No, there's more chick characters.
I never really watched the show.
There's one of them you would probably turn you on. Google Mrs. Puff.
Mrs. Puff. Oh, I'm sure that's not at all true. Now, it's like I don't trust you for some reason.
Why would you not trust me? Everything I've ever said was the truth.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if she would turn you on, but she's about your level, like.
Oh, fuck off, dude. Jeez.
It would be a chick that you would definitely date,
If you're in the afterlife, you can just do whatever you want, right? I mean, you don't have to, like, there's no rules anymore.
Did you already search her?
Yeah. She's like a weird looking fish. I don't know, man. I don't know that any of them would be worth banging. To be fair, like I don't think the squirrel would be better than that. I think it would just be awful no matter what you did. Maybe you could help Squidward kill SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah, but the thing is, they will always come back.
Oh, but you could be creative.
And then come back worse and more annoying. Or what if they multiply? Holy fuck.
Ooh, goddamn.
Exactly.
You got to figure out how to not kill them, but disable them.
And then that sounds like a better idea.
Like just encase them in concrete with like a breathing and feeding tube.
But then there's still a shitload of crappy fucking characters.
Oh yeah. But wouldn't that be a form of heaven though? You just get to go around like fucking killing everybody.
Well, if you're a mass murderer, you might enjoy that, but I'm not a mass murderer. I mean,
Well, you wouldn't be with a start. I'm just assuming after like a couple of hours, you'd be like, I gotta fucking just murder all these people.
mm,
Sushi time. Oh my god, the fucking that's the other one. Fucking Harvard is having a black only graduation thing.
haven't they done that before?
I don't know. This one is like a
I don't know if it was Harvard. I know another college.
oh, you're right. It was 2017. Yeah, like they did that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
How
keep forgetting to
fucking
check the date on Twitter. God
how
damn it.
fucking backwards are these fucking people? I mean, there was my head hurts. We actually fought for segregation not to exist, and these fucking morons are. It hurts my head. My head.
Oh,
hurts.
that's right. Yeah, there was that other school that did the fucking segregated dorms. Like they were like, we want black only dorms.
Yeah, so at least I think that's a good thing because at least they can rob and kill each other, and that would help.
Oh Jesus! Nice.
And at least the whites and the browns would be safer.
Yeah, that's true. That is fairly accurate. And then, well, isn't like the second and third generation like Latino tend to be like way more conservative?
Yeah.
It's like the first generation are all like, we got to vote for the people that let us in, and then after that they're like, fuck those liberal fucktards and vote fucking Republican.
Well, I'm first generation, and I'm the only one who's Republican. The rest of my siblings are Democrats and pretty dumb because, like my sister and I, we get into arguments about Trump all the time.
Oh my god!
Like when I know I've told you guys before when she says, "Oh, he's racist," and I'm like, "Can you prove it? Give me evidence."
Oh, that drives me nuts.
And then she's like, "Well, I heard." I'm like, "I heard is not evidence, sweetheart. How about giving me some evidence? Show me something that he's actually done that is racist." And like, well, he said a bunch of things about Mexicans being rapists. Mexico or Mexicans is not an actual race. Next. And then she's like, "What?" She said it, and I was like, "You know what?" And I'm with you. He did fuck up when he said that because even I was pretty pissed off. I was excited when I saw him going down the rail. I'm like, "Oh my god, an actual person who's not a politician, who's a businessman that can run the country in a different way." I am totally for that. But the moment he fucking said about Mexicans and rapists and murderers and stuff, that did turn me off a little bit. Or I was pretty pissed of those comments. I'm like, I don't believe most Mexicans that they come here are rapists and murderers. I do not.
He was talking about like the illegal aliens, not Mexicans in general.
Yeah, but still, most are not. I don't believe most are murderers and rapists. I don't.
Oh yeah, that's obviously not true. I mean, that's what you call hyperbole.
So he did piss me off when he said that, but overall, I mean, I've been pretty happy with everything he's been doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's like a classic New York Democrat, to be fair. He's really not super Republican.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people just don't want to, like, can't admit, like, how fucking far the Democrats have gone into, like, the fucking insanity. Because it's like, I mean, it's just a whole nother level at this point.
I mean, did you see Whoopi Goldberg, how she went all crazy? And she says she doesn't have deranged syndrome. And you could see the bitch go psycho when she talked about Trump. I mean, the bitch is nuts.
Well, and it's so weird because, like, my parents will sit there and go off on Trump. Like, they'll sit there and try to lecture me about how horrible he is. But they won't listen to him give a speech or talk about, like, what he wants to do or any of that stuff. Like, they won't even listen. And it's like, well, if you're not going to actually hear what he said at all, then you really have nothing to fucking say.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't judge that shit. Oh, hey, what's up, Sisyphus? And Deitwa, hopefully you're back better than ever.
Am I still roboting? What's the deal?
Yeah, it's just
Nice,
still roboting.
Don't listen to gaming.
What?
He's evil.
Just the headset, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like I think it would have to be the connection, but we'll see.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be your cables; it would be your internet that it would be make you roboting.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but we'll see. If it works, it works. Or if it coincidentally just
Fair
stops
enough.
happening. Whatever the case.
Oh, the fucking funniest thing my mom did recently. She's like, "Oh, I'm thinking of moving out of California. Like, we should move out of California because the cost of living is just way too high here." And I'm like, "That makes sense because it is absurdly high here." And she's like, "I want to move to like Seattle area," and I'm like, "That's the same fucking thing. Like, you're not changing the cost of living at all. If anything, you're gonna make it higher."
If you hate sunshine and love the rain, but want to keep it roughly the same price, yeah, go ahead and move to Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, Noob says Trump used to fund the left. Yeah, Trump fucking paid off all the politicians, both sides. It's how you do business. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not shocking at all.
I just thought that shit was hilarious. And then she was telling me, this is the fucking part that was like offensively dumb. Well, and I gotta make sure, but I gotta make sure that if we move to like a left neighborhood or a left wing area, because we need you know, I want to have diversity in my neighborhood. And I'm just like, do you think all Republicans are white? Are you that fucking like retarded? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
God damn, that's rough, man.
I mean, it's one of those things where you're like, really? Like, even in conservative areas, there's still going to be liberals, and there's still going to be a mix of people. Like, it's not just all going to be white people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you go to like Ohio, it might be like mostly black people outside of like Cleveland. Roy, what's up, fuckwad? Yeah, fuck Google and YouTube. Hell yeah.
Fuck me too, please.
Yeah, but, fuck Google, YouTube, and gaming and yelling.
I just thought that was fucking hilarious. Like, whoa, if it's not a left-wing neighborhood, there won't be any diversity. I'm like, I don't think you understand how this country works.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. That's gotta be, just horrible, man. To have your parents be that, you know, SJWE, man. Fuck.
It's silly. It's like, at one point there was a hurricane and they were like, gosh, we hope Trump's fucking hotel goes down. And I'm like, you realize like a whole lot of other people fucking work there and like people are like stuck there because of the storm and
depend on the job.
Yeah. Well, and then also there's people
how much
staying there.
How much would they have cared if it was a Trump hotel going down 2 years ago or 3 years ago before he ran for office? Yeah, exactly. It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Well, like I hate Hillary Clinton. I don't want to see a hurricane go through and like fucking destroy and kill everybody at the Clinton Foundation. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, it's fucking like it's just people, dude. The fucking job or where they live or whatever.
All the people that work there just work there. I mean, I'd love to see the corruption rooted out and the people responsible go to jail, but that's not the same thing as watching like a hurricane destroy their livelihoods.
Yeah, like it's going to be actually fucking killing people and taking out their homes.
Yeah.
Sad,
gross, man. It was so gross. I was just like, that's really disgusting.
You should ask them that, like, you know, why is that big deal now? A couple of years ago, you wouldn't have fucking given a shit.
I just don't talk politics with them. Hopefully, I try to avoid politics. Like they still think he's going to get impeached and removed from office, and that Mueller's going to come up with something at the last fucking minute, and Trump's going to get removed from office.
You should tell your parents about me. I know a gay Mexican that actually likes Trump, and it's
I doubt that.
They won't believe you. They go, and I saw a leprechaun. Yeah,
I don't even believe him, dude. It was funny because like
interesting.
When we had to fucking shack up with my cousin for like a couple days when the fire, a couple years ago, my dad was going off on Trump, and even my cousin Nathan was just like, "You really like have a weird thing about Trump, dude. That's a little, like you're
creepy,
kind of obsessed, yeah."
Right.
It's like, because it's like, I mean, look, if you don't like him, you don't like him. That's certainly not going to bother me. But like, it's creepy to hear people just like fucking spewing this just grotesque hatred.
Yeah, it's the willful ignorance that bothers me. Like they just like accept shit as fact that without really refusing to consider any other possibilities is the shit that bugs me about people like that.
Well, and the minute it switches again, because eventually, things will shift, and the left is the one standing up for the constitutional rights, and the right isn't. I'll switch who I support. I mean, it's about the right to own a firearm, the right to free speech, the right to not get like deplatformed. Like, not that it matters to this shitty crap show, but like I don't want to see like anybody shut down and prevented from making money because they don't have the right opinion. That's silly.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Yeah, I mean, I spent fucking vast majority of my life either straight out hating Republicans or strongly disliking them. Really, up until the last couple years. Pretty much just the last couple years, man. I'm like, holy shit! I fucking realize now that the left has lost its fucking mind. And they're no longer the good guys.
Oh yeah, they've gone corporate.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. Is honestly, there's not really a whole lot of difference, other than this. Like Trump's kind of caused a bit of a new wave of Republicans, but there's still a lot of corporate Republicans too.
Oh yeah, rhinos and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, Fuckwad says, as a New Yorker, I reserve the right to hate Trump personally, but I love what he does to liberals. Oh, man. He moved to Florida now, though. I imagine he spends most of his time in New York still.
We still hate him here in Florida.
Oh, man. I'm just waiting for, like, 2020 when he wins again.
For 2020. I mean, personally, I don't see nobody that could stand a chance against Trump.
No, not with
one of the things is that he is, like what they say, he's a mud monster. And the more mud you throw at him, the bigger he gets. There's no way you could beat him. You swing mud, he gets bigger. That's what the Democrats don't understand. They're too fucking retarded to understand that.
Well, I love the news reporting about like his tweets. Like they spend all their time reporting on shit that he tweets out just because, and he's obviously fucking with them. Like you read the tweet and you're like, that he's fucking with you. Like get a clue, man.
Yeah, like dude, it's pretty obvious. Like it really shouldn't qualify as 4D chess because he's not doing anything all that complicated to fuck with him. Like again, it should be fucking obvious, but it kind of does qualify as that because it's working. You know what I mean? Like he's keeping him distracted with this fucking tweeting nonsense. And yeah, it's pretty fucking funny that they just take the bait every goddamn time, dude. It's pretty spectacular.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for when he's like, I wonder how easy it is to launch nuclear weapons or something. Have everybody just fucking
yeah. I'm gonna tweet out the launch codes.
Oh god damn it.
Ridiculous, dude. Oh fuck. All right. Whoever guesses the launch codes gets to choose the target. Go ahead, Twitter.
Banana.
Oh, I hope I want to know it.
And then use it on the White House.
Oh no, if I had the launch codes, I'd hit the Federal Reserve, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is really fucking shady, dude.
The federal banks?
Not the federal bank, again, because it's
a federal bank too. What the fuck? The federal bank
is the same thing.
Yeah.
The federal
No,
bank
the federal.
not,
Well, the Federal Reserve is not actually part of the government, right?
Yeah.
nor the federal bank.
Oh, okay, so hit that one too. Fair. All right, I'm in.
Yeah, take them all out. The World Bank, Federal Bank, Federal Reserve.
Ooh,
Fuck them
all
all.
the
I
banks.
I still don't understand why the government has to go through the federal bank, because every single fucking dollar that is printed comes with what do you call the inflation already, because you're buying the money from the fucking federal bank, which is retarded. Why can't just the government make its own money and not leave it to a private fucking company to do it and charge us?
Well, a private company that nobody knows the owners.
Yeah, that's the creepy part, dude. Like nobody can figure out who the fuck owns it, dude. Yeah,
that's
this whole
disturbing.
The whole fucking fiat currency thing shouldn't be allowed, man. You know what's really creepy, and you guys can tell me if this was the way it happened when you were in school, but I remember them talking about the gold standard. I remember them talking about some guy that ran for president that was going to change it to the silver standard. I do not remember them actually telling us that we weren't on the gold standard anymore. Like when I went to school, they did not point out that we were no longer, and we were off the gold standard with fucking Nixon. Nixon is the one that took us off the gold standard, and they still didn't bother to point out in school, like, oh yeah, we don't do this anymore.
Yeah,
our fucking, the reason inflation works as fast as it does or goes up as high as it does, as quickly as it does, is because we're essentially fucking, essentially doing a series of IOUs to get more money out there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. 100%.
Fucked up system, dude. Yeah. It's
well, I remember when you could still find currency that said like this bill is exchangeable for
gold,
gold or silver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actual gold notes. Yeah.
And now it's actual fucking paper, and it's worthless to the point whenever they fucking want to make it worthless.
Yeah, but it's really weird, man, how.
Oh yeah, New Nation makes a point. A lot of leaders have died trying to take on the big banks. Like that's definitely what killed Kennedy. He started talking about, well, I'm going to get rid of the CIA and I'm going to get rid of the Federal Reserve, and it was like, fucking, why did you do that, dude? You don't talk about it. Do it quietly.
Yeah, and that's what I hope Trump's doing, dude.
Nah,
I don't think
one
president could do
it. Yeah, or else I think you'd have to wait for a second term to try to take on that kind of shit.
Nah, it's impossible. They're too powerful.
I think if you wanted to take them out, you'd have to have a coordinated group of a few thousand people who are willing to just go in and kill everybody involved.
Yeah, it would almost have to just flush everybody out like that.
And you'd probably have to like eliminate their families at the same time.
Because it's probably like honest workers in the CIA, FBI, all those places are probably by far the exception than the rule at this point. You know what I mean? Because you've got corrupt people or biased people at least, doing all the hiring and shit for how many years now? Like pretty much since the FBI was formed. The higher ups were all, J. Edgar Hoover was a fucking lunatic, dude.
Yeah, you have to get rid of so many people to like take those institutions out.
Yeah. It would almost be easier to just say, "Hey, you don't exist anymore, and we're going to start something up from fucking scratch."
Yeah.
Although that would be pretty fucking disastrous. So.
Oh, I do like that. Rotten Silence pointed out when we were talking about like where would you nuke. He's like, it's a hard choice between Canada and California. That's a fair one.
Yeah.
I think Canada right now because they're going to start bringing over like a ton more immigrants. They just recently, like, I think it was like Trudeau just recently was like, we're going to take in 1 million more refugees. And it's like, there aren't any refugees, you fucking twit.
Dude, he's such a fucking idiot, dude. Like, I just hate shit like that. Like him, George W., like, people that only got there, like, it's obvious the only reason they're there is because of their fucking dads. You know what I mean?
Yeah, family ties.
Yeah, I mean, George W. did essentially nothing but lose his fucking dad's oil buddies a shitload of money, but then somehow he fucking manages to buy the Texas Rangers. Like, that was his biggest fucking accomplishment.
Well, and then you see like he destroyed the U.S. economy, like terribly, just fucking demolished it. Oh, maybe also Sweden. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, Sweden is the one that took in, percentage-wise, took in a ridiculous amount of fucking refugees, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what was it? I saw
idiots.
some bitch on Twitter talking about like there was somebody posted at like the French riots that are going on right now, and then they posted like a picture of Poland, like where they're just having like a big ass fucking like holiday party where everybody's out just partying.
Yeah,
and they're like,
I saw it. It was pretty neat.
Yeah. And they were like, "Yeah, you're just making propaganda to pretend that you know they're connected." I'm like, but they're fucking are related. Like it's legitimate. It's a very legitimate point to point out, like that Paris took in all of these people that aren't good people, that are just bad people.
Well, the riots are not because of that, though. I mean,
they're going after Macron. They're rioting against the immigration in Macron.
No. That's not the reason.
Okay, that's just all the video says and demonstrates.
The video's wrong. The riots are because of the new gas tax the president's trying to do. So they're trying to make gas in Europe is fucking expensive as it is. So this dick's trying to make it even more expensive, and that's why the riots are happening, because of the gas prices.
Yeah. And the police are standing with the people. Do you see that? Like they took off their helmets to join the people or something as like a symbol or some shit.
Haven't seen that, but I'm pretty sure everybody's pissed off at this president because of the gas prices, because he's trying to raise the price on gas.
Yeah. Well, whatever the reason is, they're protesting against that dude finally. Because he's been fucking just leading their country down the worst possible fucking path. So that's definitely a big positive, but I don't know,
Europe is gonna have to have a revolution. They really fucked up with the whole bringing all these towel hits over, and they're gonna.
I want to see him strung up Merkel like they did fucking El Duce, like they did the fucking. Why am I missing his real name? Mussolini. That bitch needs to fucking suffer for the shit she's done, dude.
Yeah, really.
That's some fucking evil shit she's fucking done, man.
And then they're also starting the process of making it illegal to criticize that, like the immigration stuff.
Yeah, it's getting fucking nasty, dude. Or it has been.
That is definitely a step towards like bloody revolution, because when you take away words, the only thing left is violent action.
Yeah, I say within the next probably 50 years there will be a major war over there because of all these people who got pushed in illegally. Well, they came over illegally, and all these new rules and all this European bullshit that they're trying to say, oh, you can't say this, that's illegal. Oh, you can't do that, that's illegal. And then
they're also giving away all of the wealth that the people in the countries worked for. So like Sweden has already raised the retirement age by like 5 years. Like that kind of stuff is also going to keep getting progressively worse, and people are going to get angrier and angrier about that as well. And they're also favoring the migrants with social programs like welfare programs and stuff like that. Over their own citizens. So like all these people who've genuinely worked to build wealth in their own nation are basically just being robbed.
Yeah, and again, it's like the saying goes, eventually communism fails because you run out of other people's money.
Oh yeah, for sure. But my problem is like the other part of that is that it usually ends up with millions of people dead.
Yes.
Which I would like to not see, hopefully, but I don't see a way around it either.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate watching books like 1984 or Fahrenheit 451 come true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, these were not although I guess if you listen to fucking Hillary, those are actually telling you that what was her line? She literally said, like, "Oh, this is a thing that says 1984 was pointing out how you should trust your government." I was like, "Holy fuck!" She didn't really say that, dude. And then I looked. I'm like, "Holy fuck!" She did. She fucking really, actually, fucking said that with a straight face.
Well, I think now I believe in the devil because she's the fucking devil.
Yeah. There's a bunch of devils now, though. She's evil. Fucking. I almost think Obama is worse, dude. Because you kind of had hope. I mean, I don't know what you were like when Obama first got elected, but I was incredibly hopeful that things were going to improve, and things got a fucking million times worse.
Well, he said, like, basically he ran on the same ticket as Trump. He was like, I'm gonna change all this stuff. I'm gonna take away power from the corporations, and then he immediately turned around and did the exact opposite of what he said. Like every politician. So I was hopeful for like most of the first term, but he just never did any of the stuff he said.
Yeah, it got pretty obvious pretty quick that he was completely full of shit. I wonder if he just got like turned around and scared by motherfuckers, or if he was just bought and paid for from the beginning.
Oh, from the beginning, he was Chicago.
Yeah. Because I remember hearing about him when he was a state senator. That's why it seemed like kind of like a setup, dude. Like his whole election thing. I'm like, why the fuck am I hearing about a fucking dude that's a state senator? Not even, again, not the, Senate or the National Senate or whatever. Just a state senator, dude. And they were fucking covering him like crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck is this about? And then again, within a pretty fucking short period of time, dude, he was running for president.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It seemed really, really fucking rigged to me, dude.
Well, they should have called him like the son of George Bush Jr. because he essentially was like the same thing.
Yeah. It really wasn't much different. Although, again, shit hasn't really changed significantly since Reagan, honestly. You know what I mean? Like the trickle down shit has been in effect since Reagan was in office.
Yeah. Trickle down basically just means rich people can, piss and then poor people think they got lucky.
Right. Yeah. Pissing on their heads, telling them it's raining, that kind of thing.
It's so funny to listen to these fucking so-called economists and intellectuals claiming that capitalism will fix everything when it's always been the case that if you have a pure economic system, whatever the system is, that it ends up with a lot of people dying.
Right.
And ends up really corrupt. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of system. If there's no checks and balances to prevent it from becoming corrupt, it just kills a lot of people.
Yeah. It almost has to be a mix of different things. Like you said, checks and balances. And
well, I mean, like
anything, anything that has to do with people is going to end up corrupted if there's not something to help prevent that corruption.
Public schools, police, ambulance, fire department, those are all socialist concepts.
Right. Libraries back when people used to read.
Yeah, when they used to read. And realistically, those have been much better than private institutions would be and available to far more people than private institutions would be.
Right.
If they were to privatize the way they're talking about, like fire departments would only be available to very small groups of people. And you'd see like the raging, like New York used to just burn down, the poor section would just burn down every so often and kill thousands. And then you don't see it get that bad anymore because there are socialist aspects to the way our government and economy is run to prevent it from basically turning into feudalism.
Right.
Again.
Yeah, but it's just really frustrating because it seems like everything,
it swung too far.
Right.
It swung to the point where what we have is essentially socialism, but instead of the government, it's in the hands of corporations, which is
never going to be worse. Yeah, any system that's designed primarily to make money is not somebody who should be making the rules on anything,
Well, yeah, exactly. But also, like there's wage fixing and stuff like that. Like people talk about minimum wage like it's the worst thing ever or the best thing ever, and it's like it's inconsequential. it's never affected anything.
Mm.
If you actually research it, it does not affect unemployment. It does not affect anything on how businesses, prosper or don't prosper. It's just not the case.
Yeah, collusion happens a lot. I think between within industries, that kind of shit.
I mean, even like the fucking animators for like Pixar, Disney, and like all the other animation studios. It turns out they were all fixing the wages for that for a while.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Yeah, it's like I thought that only happened in baseball and shit like that.
No, it happens in every industry at this point.
Yeah. But it used to be like those are the only ones that ever got busted were the fucking like baseball or football would get busted for like collusion, keeping the salaries down or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you look at like say the news, right? Like 6 people own all of the news. I guarantee you, like an anchor from NBC makes exactly the same as an anchor from like ABC, Fox News, CNN. All of them make exactly the same amounts.
Right.
The vast majority. There will be like a few one-offs where they just happen to be like really famous and command a higher salary than the average anchor.
Right.
But it's probably like the same exact pay rate within a couple thousand.
Yeah. Very little variation. I gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy, man.
And if it was truly a free market, you wouldn't see that.
Right. Yeah, you'd see some be higher, some be lower. They'd see some fluctuation.
Based on how successful that particular news agency was. Like how much money are they drawing in advertising, and then how much can they afford to pay their anchors to get talent?
Yeah, they'd probably advertise or not. Yeah, they'd probably cover, not advertise, but they'd probably cover how much money they were paying their employees if it was done that way. You know what I mean? Like they kind of brag about it. Kind of the way it is in sports, dude. Like, how much all these fucking sports guys make.
Oh, I don't even. Yeah, there's so much fucking money. But then, like, don't they? A lot of them have like a career of like 4 or 5 years and then end up broke.
Yeah, they pretty much all end up broke pretty fucking quickly.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like there's a few that make a really big amount of money. Like the average NFL player, I thought was like has a career for like 3 to 4 years and then ends up broke after like 5 years later or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, even the minimum is pretty high. I think even the practice squad guys get like at least $100,000 a year. But yeah, they still don't. Yeah, they kind of assume like they're going to make that forever. You know what I mean? Instead of again 3 or 4 years if they're lucky. But yeah, the average career is very, very short unless you're a really good player.
I'm trying to look it up.
What, the minimum or?
I'm just looking like. Well, I mean, it averages out to like $2 million a year, but one is like a star quarterback making like $20 million a year. The other 9 guys are like making $50,000 a year each.
Yeah, I think that $20 million might be the average at this point. To be honest with you,
the median salary for all NFL players is $860,000.
Yeah, minimum's $450.
Let's see, and it depends on what you play. But I think their average length of career, let's see, this is just for the NFL, but it kind of like, it's sort of rings true for like all the other professional sports. Career in NFL, it's like one of the top searches. It's about 3.3 years. And then their body is basically fucked most of the time. So they make what, 800, I'll say 800,000. So 2.4 million in total over that career, which is enough to live off of for the rest of your life. If you live relatively like low key, like you're not buying like the $2 million mansion and shit and fucking in your city and fucking getting cocaine and hookers all fucking fucking weekend, every fucking, all fucking off season, every off season.
Right. Yeah, and there's players like I mean, some of them are smart about it, but almost all of them are idiots. Like there was one I forgot. He was a guy that played for the Lions for a bit, but he basically put himself on a limit of $50,000 per year, even though he was making $4, $5, $6 million a year.
That's smart.
Yeah, but that's again by far the exception, dude.
And the NFL, like the people that run it, they actually do provide financial counseling where they really try to get the players to be a little more like fiscally conservative.
Oh yeah, they bring in guys to talk to them. They're like, "Hey, I'm fucking broke as fuck now because I made this." Look at Allen Iverson, dude. Allen Iverson made it. Look at $200 million in his career, and motherfucker's broke.
How fucking stupid. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Iverson's just a fucking idiot. Like, apparently, he had sold his house to some other player, right? And the player moves into the house and all this shit. You're checking out the house for the first time, goes into the garage, and there's a fucking almost brand new Mercedes still parked in the garage. So, like, $150,000 car just left behind, dude. When they fucking move out, dude. Whoops. So yeah, you can see when you hear about shit like that, I guess it's not that surprising.
Well, what was it? So Owen Benjamin's out of his fucking mind. But one of the things he said that I think is actually true amongst the ranting and raving that's so entertaining,
right?
Is a lot of people just don't understand how to build and maintain actual wealth, not money, but real wealth.
Right.
And so that's just not something that most people understand or are taught.
That's true, man.
It's a lot more to it than just like being able to keep a budget and not spending too much money. It's like investing. What kind of things do you invest in? Do you invest in like real tangible things like property or like local businesses? Or do you throw it away into like securities and all the weird shit on the stock market? Because if you don't know how to do that shit and you don't hire somebody who's good at it, which a lot of people don't for some reason, they just want to do it themselves. It's basically gambling like a casino where like the fucking stock market always wins.
Right. Yeah. And it is kind of funny to watch, or not funny, but dude, sports guys are apparently easy marks for shitty investments. Like if you have fucking like getting scammed by people and investing in bullshit and nasty dumb shit, yeah, they apparently get taken advantage of like fucking all the time.
Well, I mean, what's the amount of people who are aiming to be professional sports players versus the amount that actually get it? It's like 1% actually have a chance, or like less than 1%.
Yeah, incredibly
so you've essentially got the same mindset as like a lottery player. So you're going to have like a lot of people who are willing to gamble very easily, even though they put a lot of work in. Like they're very dedicated to the sport, right. Obviously. Yeah, but like they still kind of have that mindset of a gambler.
Yeah, or almost like like how well everything's worked out already in my life. So they're like, yeah, this is probably going to keep working. Whatever I do, they feel like they have the Midas touch almost. Like, well, I'm involved with it, so of course it's going to work.
Well, I mean, like if I had been in high school and been like, I'm like an amazing golfer or some shit, I would definitely pursue golf, but I would never have thought I'm just going to ignore all the rest of college. I would have been like, well, I'm going to make sure I get like a business degree and pursue golf.
Yeah, I mean, unless, like, obviously, if you're fucking Tiger Woods, I can understand why he dropped out because he had a fucking $50 million deal with Nike before he turned fucking pro. You know what I mean?
Okay, so, well, that's like the one exception.
He's the only person. Yeah, he's literally the only person that's ever happened to. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to turn pro and you're going to be essentially set for life if you don't fuck it up by being a moron, that's different. But yeah, any other case, you better fucking have a fallback, dude.
Well, yeah, don't fuck all the Denny's waitresses. Get high-end escorts, intelligent person.
Fucking the bitch from Perkins. Yeah, that's fucking Pretty amazing. Although maybe she was hot. I don't know. I've never seen pictures.
I think at that point you're just fucking everything you can because you can.
Yeah, I think he legitimately had a sex addiction, dude.
Well, I just think he was.
But you say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, not for him necessarily. For his wife, maybe.
I think the vast majority of men put in that situation would fuck whoever they could. I don't think that's an addiction.
Yeah,
the genetic predisposition.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, it can turn into an addiction pretty quickly. I think.
Look, man, if you were in a position where you were making tons of money and pretty much any chick you met would be willing to fuck you, how many chicks do you think you would fuck?
I wouldn't be married, so it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean?
Well,
like if I was like, fucking act like that, I wouldn't bother being married.
Right? Like I don't know that necessarily an addiction.
No, I'm pretty confident I could not cheat on my wife, and even in that situation. But, yeah, most guys are not going to. Most guys are going to fuck whatever they can.
And then also keep in mind, like he probably didn't see his wife all that often.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he traveled a lot.
During the golf season.
Right, but again, that's the thing with guys is very different than women. I don't even doubt that he fucking loved his wife and loved her dearly. But again, it's a guy's nature to want to fuck as many women as he can, and it's not really love or not love at all with the other women, other than other than his wife. It's just getting laid.
Yeah,
Well,
and also, like, he can't get laid because his wife's not going to come with him every time he goes to go play a tournament.
Right. Yeah. Although I think that Lindsay chick that he was dating for a while, if she was smart, was right up his ass the whole fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
Because he ended up dating
said
was it Lindsey Vonn? Like an Olympic fucking gold medalist chick he dated for a while after all that shit happened.
Or maybe she was just like, I know you're gonna fuck other people, just don't fucking tell me about it.
Right?
Don't get caught, don't tell me about it.
Be fucking discreet about it. Yeah.
Like that's got to be how fucking Hillary treated Bill.
Oh yeah. Well, again, I'm 99% certain that Hillary's a fucking dyke and a half, dude. So I'm pretty sure that was like pretty much the equivalent of a fucking arranged marriage.
Well, and then, according to Owen Benjamin, they eat babies, literally.
Right. Would you be, but honestly, dude, as depraved as they are, would it surprise you that much if that happened to be true? I mean, I doubt it too, but still, it would not, I doubt it's true. Okay. But again, it would not surprise me that much if I found out that shit was true.
I don't doubt that there is a lot of pedophilia that goes on behind closed doors. I just don't think it's as, what do you call it? As common as people claim it is.
Prevalence a way better word.
You'd be hard pressed to find people, even for money, who would just let that go.
Right.
To the extent that a lot of the people are saying supposedly is going on. I cannot imagine how much money you would have to pay people to fucking eat babies and then not have anybody ever fucking say anything or do anything.
Yeah, you never know, man. I know that one's far-fetched.
I'm pretty sure most, like 99.99999% of people would be like, that motherfucker ate a baby.
Yeah, it's possible, dude, but it's also possible. I think there's enough people without scruples in the world that don't give a fuck that will kidnap fucking babies. That's right, dude. From people that they know that are not going to raise a big fuss about it.
I'm just saying, how many people watch them on a regular basis? How many people would have to be involved in that?
Yeah.
They're not cooking their own food. If they're eating babies, they're not cooking their own babies.
Yeah.
They're getting a baby chef.
Right. Yeah. You got a sous chef.
Listening in the
you got your master chef. You got your.
What are these idiots doing?
You got your sous chef and you got your baby chef. Yeah, I get it, dude. Yeah.
I just don't think like the literal eating children thing is very likely. I'm sure there's one or two people out there that do that, like no doubt, of course, but
not baby eating, and I guess I'm kind of misspeaking there, but I would be surprised if there isn't some depraved shit. Not that far. That is pretty fucking extreme.
Yeah, like I do believe that there's that pedophile island. I believe that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah,
one
and
where the guy has his private island and supposedly people just go there to fuck kids or whatever, and like,
yeah, I think it's just anything goes there. I don't. I assume that would be mostly fucking kids, but I assume there's like fucking sex slaves that are there against their will that aren't kids too. It doesn't matter. It's fucking nasty. Whatever's going on over there ain't fucking right.
can you just imagine if like all this shit, like whether it's true or not true, like it just came out, like everything. Like, how many
That would
people
be
do you think in
fucking
power would just be like lynch mob?
right. Either shooting themselves in the head or getting lynched if they don't do it fast enough.
Yeah,
They don't
really.
fucking off themselves fast enough. Yeah.
Like, it's a race
Yeah.
to the gun between them and their fucking staff who are like, we gotta fucking save ourselves and turn them to the crowd.
Right. Yeah, there's an angry mob outside, and we're gonna string you up and give you to him. Because fuck you, that's why.
Look, that angry mob's gonna hang somebody, and it ain't gonna be the maid, motherfucker, in that march.
Yeah, none of us are taking the bullet for you, especially after what we found out happened. After we found out what you were doing, we do not have your back at all. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But yeah, no, I think that shit again. The eating babies things is extreme. I was kind of exaggerating when I said I was actually believing that was again technically possible, but I think there's some fucked up shit going on.
Yeah,
obviously pedophilia. I don't know if they're actually like. I don't know. You know, because like I said, Owen Benjamin talking about Jimmy Savile and shit, saying like, yeah, they abused him and they killed him afterwards. The abuse, absolutely.
Like, I think that the majority of what actually happened came out. I don't think that's very likely that there were a whole lot of kids that he killed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the abuse, absolutely. You know, and I think that was pretty fucking widespread amongst again the powerful people. You know, whether it was the royal family or members of the royal family, certainly, or just rich people or whatever. And again, no doubt in my mind that shit didn't stop just because he died.
Yeah, well, and I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of it isn't necessarily like strictly pedophilia, but like just underage prostitutes, you know, like 16-year-old prostitutes and shit like that.
Yeah, ones that are actually okay with doing it as long as they're getting paid.
Yeah, and I generally consider pedophilia to be like 10 and under, like really gross shit. Kind like obviously none of that's okay.
Right.
But, I mean, if you got to have some sort of like realistic gauge.
Yeah. The younger you get, the worse it is. Obviously.
Yeah.
The baby thing, I don't understand that at all, dude. Like, I mean, I don't get any of it really, but how are you going to fuck a baby, dude? Like,
wasn't that a thing in Africa for a while? Like not widespread, but there were like a few people who thought that they could cure their AIDS by fucking babies.
I never heard that, but again, nothing.
Yeah, it was real. It was a real thing.
Yeah.
So essentially, instead of them getting cured, they essentially just gave babies AIDS.
Pretty much.
So I'm pretty sure they killed babies.
Yeah,
I don't think it survives being fucked. That's pretty much the end of the baby.
That was my point. It was like, how do you fuck a baby and have it live, dude? I guess you don't.
Shit. I'm just seeing like Gaming and Yelling's crazy fucking tweets. Jesus Christ!
What are you up to?
I'm naked as we speak.
Oh man, crazy biatch.
Too bad I didn't catch no one. Nobody came over. I'm like, God damn it! Guess I'm not that popular. Guess nobody wants to see me naked.
Oh, what was it? Fucking Ocasio-Cortez, whatever the fuck her name is, I can't remember. Dumb cunt.
Yeah,
I can't remember her real name. So
we'll call her Congress cunt. Dumb Congress cunt.
Everybody, I think I assume everybody knows who Dumb Cunt is.
Yes. What happened now?
There was this big fight. Well, it wasn't anything super like crazy. It was just kind of funny. Like apparently, like she did like a fucking live stream to talk about politics and just espoused her ignorance. But apparently while eating fucking like mac and cheese with like a coffee stirring thing, and people were like, "Oh my god, this is so real. She's like regular one of us."
People fucking so desperate to make her the fucking messiah.
It was pretty fucking funny. I thought that was silly. But it looked like she did it on what's that one where it's like on your phone, you can just live stream from your phone really easily.
Periscope?
Yeah, Periscope. It looked like a Periscope.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then at one point she was saying like there's 21 trillion in like mismanaged funds from the fucking the military budget. But that's like more than they've made in the last like 15 years in total. Or something.
Yeah, I think, dude,
years or some crazy amount.
I would love to see her take a fucking IQ test, dude. God damn, I would fucking pay money.
I want to see her take a citizenship test.
Most Americans would fail the.
That's got a point.
I know. I just think it'd be really funny.
Yeah, hers would be way worse. She would be like, remember in Tommy Boy when he has that fucking questions about who signed the Constitution, and the answer was like this guy, and blank Hancock, and he's all thinking about it. Then he gets all this smug look, like, oh yeah, and he writes fucking Herbie Hancock as the answer. Like, that's how I imagine her, like, thinking she's getting the answers right, dude, and writing down this stupid shit. Yeah, I would love to have that fucking filmed. I'd love to have her talk out her rationale for what her answers are. That would be worth watching. Right. So, yeah, so are you starting to understand why I said, hey, I think it's actually good if she gets elected because it's only the House and it's worth the fucking the humor?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, that was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. So again,
I actually have the immigration tests right here. If we want to go through some of the questions.
Oh hell yeah! I know.
Yeah, let's do it.
I would definitely fail.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident I will too.
All right, let's do it anyway. Okay, what is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution, you mean?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm going to make you guys answer because I secretly think I'm going to kick your asses.
I know what all these answers are because I'm looking at the tests. So really unfair if I answer.
Right.
What does the Constitution do? Gaming?
Do you want to go first, or I can try to answer it?
I don't know. Like, give the Constitution gives us the laws, I guess. I mean, that's the best I can say.
Oh wait, I'm going to use the previous answer question. It provides us with the supreme law of the land.
Their answer is sets up the government, defines the government, protects basic rights of Americans.
Yeah,
that's
what I meant.
Yeah, me too.
So then let's see. I'm just going to go through like 10, the first 10. I'm not going to do like the whole fucking thing because that'd be ridiculous.
Let's just go. Don't put a number on it, dude. Just go until it gets boring, dude.
Well, okay, there are like 100. That's why I was putting a limit.
I'm bored already.
Okay.
The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
I guess. I know it. Do you?
No.
We the people?
Yep. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union.
Did all this shit.
What is an amendment?
Change to the Constitution. Or something added or changed.
Yep. An addition or a change to the Constitution. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
I know the answer. Do you?
Nope.
Gaming? The Bill of Rights.
Yep. One is one right or freedom from the First Amendment.
Gaming?
I don't even know what the fuck he said.
What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment?
Freedom of speech?
Yeah.
Yep. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, assembly, press, and petition the government.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was freedom of expression was actually a separate one, but I guess that's covered under freedom of speech.
It's speech, religion, assembly, press, and petition the government. That's what it says. I'm just reading off here.
No, I assume the freedom of expression, again, is essentially part of freedom of speech.
Yeah. It's been defined that way by the Supreme Court on many occasions. How many amendments does the Constitution have? I would never have guessed this.
Oh, fuck. 28.
Oh, you were fucking close, dude. It's 27.
Damn it. I knew it was somewhere in that area.
What did the Declaration of Independence do?
Declare independence from Britain.
Yep.
That would be mine.
They have like 3 answers. They're all basically the same. Announced our independence from Great Britain, declared our independence from Great Britain, which Gaming said, and then said that the United States is free from Great Britain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So wait, are all three of those right, or is the one that has to say declared?
No, they're all three right. Like that's just like the three options you can answer are correct.
Okay.
What are two of the rights in the Declaration of the Independence? Declaration of Independence, not the Independence. That was bad.
Oh man, life, liberty, and life. Jesus Christ, liberty and the pursuit of happiness. I don't know.
Those are the three they list as options.
Oh, is it really?
Damn, dude.
And then what is the number 10 is great. What is freedom of religion?
Jesus, dude.
Well, the country doesn't fucking know.
Oh,
true. Yeah.
That's brilliant. What does it list for the answers to that, dude? And I want to hear what they list for the answers to that.
It's just you can practice any religion or not practice a religion.
All right. That's the right answer, or does it give a multiple choice on that one?
That's the only answer they give.
Okay.
This is like a practice test. Here, I'll share you what I'm looking at here.
No, I was just wondering if it was actually multiple choice. I wanted to hear the wrong answers, what they listed as the wrong answers.
Yeah, they don't give you any answers. It's literally just like a list of the questions so that you can study.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like, what is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Governments must obey the law. No one is above the law. Name one branch or part of the government, and then it goes like Congress, President, the courts, and then legislative, executive, judicial.
No, name the three chambers of government.
I always fucking forget them. I could never remember them.
That's sad.
I
remember getting like angry at my fucking ex because like I get mad that anybody that doesn't know the three branches of government.
Well, be mad at me, puto.
Yeah. Well, how do you not know how your fucking government works in the country you live in, dude?
Well, all I know is I don't do bad things and I won't go to jail. Is there anything more to that? No. Yeah. Is there anything more to that?
Yeah, you should know how your government works, dude.
Why?
I think I would pass this.
Right. Now I'm pretty confident that I would too.
I wouldn't. Shit.
All right, we're gonna have to start deportation process.
All right. Yeah.
Fuck you, white guys.
All right, get your white hood.
Plus, another thing is, I'm always been bad at school. Like, I'm really, really retarded when it comes to tests in school, and that is just not a fair assessment because I am never been good at school.
Yeah. No, there is definitely a fucking different aptitude for, book smarts or emotional intelligence or street smarts, if you want to call it that. Yeah, there's absolutely, different types of intelligences.
I'm only cock intelligent. I mean, put a cock in front of me and I will teach you everything there is to know about a penis. But other than that,
well, then you'd probably be able to get citizenship.
One way or the other.
Oh man,
the same way that Ocasio-Cortez became a fucking rep, dude. There's no way that bitch didn't suck some cocks to get where she's at, dude.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know, man. That whole thing is. I wonder if they're gonna try to run her for president.
God damn, that would be fucking spectacular.
She can't, at least not for a good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's gotta be 35.
Oh, that's right, she's too young. My bad.
She's gotta be 35, right? Yeah. Is it 35 or 45?
No, I think it's
35.
45. What?
I'm pretty sure
it's 25 to be a rep. It's 30 to be a senator, I believe, and it's 35 to be president.
That doesn't sound right.
Sounds right.
Google it. I swear it's 45.
I am right now, actually. Representative 25 for
35 years. Yeah, 14 years a resident. Wait,
senator.
What?
30 or over to be a senator.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, it's 35 for.
And the president.
35. Yeah.
It is 35. Yeah.
How come we never had a 35-year-old president then?
Because nobody trusts like 35-year-olds, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't like.
Yeah, they want you to have. I think Kennedy was the youngest one. And
yeah.
He was like, what, 45?
Youngest.
When he got elected?
Was Roosevelt at 43?
Oh wow.
And John F. Kennedy,
Jesus
right? John F.
Christ.
Kennedy at 43. Sorry, Roosevelt is the youngest person. He was 42 when he succeeded to the presidency following the assassination of William McKinley. So he wasn't voted. So
Oh, gotcha.
youngest voted in was Kennedy. Youngest ever was Roosevelt.
And that's FDR, not or is that Teddy?
Theodore. Theodore Roosevelt.
Okay.
Not
okay.
Not FDR. Teddy. Because William McKinley was assassinated and then he assumed the position.
Assume the position.
I do that every day.
And then it's like, I think it's similar. It's they base the age sort of like on how long they hold the position. Like reps are only there for 2 years, senators for 6, and the president for 4 terms. And then the president can only have 2 terms of 4 years, and there's no limit on the rep or the Senate. As far as I know, there's no term limits.
Yeah, they did enact a limit like temporarily, but it was only for a few years. Because I remember that like when I was in high school, that they actually did set a term limit thing, but it was repealed like almost like the next year or something. But I remember
the people that were there were like, we don't want to lose our fucking bribe money. Like, the fuck's wrong with you people?
Yeah, how are we going to elect Strom Thurmond's corpse if we have this term limit bullshit?
That is pretty fucking sad.
Yeah, man.
Although, let's be fair, most representatives and senators have probably been dead inside since they got elected.
Right. Yeah, they've ceased to be human, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Since sometime before they got elected.
Oh my God. No, I would definitely pass that 100 question test. I'd probably pass that with like a 95, 96 or so, I think.
Yeah, like I said, at first I didn't think I would, but then going through those questions, I was doing a lot.
I mean, and assume you get a couple days to study, because most people that are taking that are studying. So
yeah, for sure.
It's mainly just memorizing some really basic facts.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I've always been really good at taking tests. Especially if I have fucking cram and study beforehand.
Oh yeah, when it comes to book smarts, I got that. Like I whenever I applied myself in a class, I'd get like an A.
Yeah, the same with mine, dude. Like I said, assessment tests, dude. I was fucking off not quite off the charts.
It was just like the actual application of effort into any of it was like the hard part, because some of it was so fucking dumb. I just didn't care.
Yeah, no, for me, when I had the realization, like, holy shit, I think I'm actually smarter than my teachers. Like, that was a weird thing for me to realize. You know what I mean? I was like, holy shit.
I also have a little bit of an issue with authority and would confront teachers on a regular basis. That did not help me.
Yeah, me too, man. But yeah, it was the fact that they couldn't really answer like a lot of the questions, and I'm like, holy shit, these people are.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think humans have a fucking habit of viewing people in certain positions as more than human.
Mm-hmm.
And like teachers are one of those.
That was why I kind of had like a crazy realization when I realized that I was smarter than them, because I kind of, viewed most adults, like my parents, especially my parents and teachers, as almost infallible, had them way up on a pedestal they didn't fucking belong on. So when I had that realization, I was like, holy shit, I'm only like 14 and I'm smarter than these people. It was a crazy thing to realize when you have that.
And it's part of like teaching kids just in general, like in order to fucking instill like moral values, because realistically, like if you don't learn that shit when you're young, they're not really very realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're useful for society at large, but not everybody needs to follow morality for society to be okay.
There can be some gray areas, dude.
But you got to see like police. I think doctors, teachers are all seen as like infallible. Like judges, like how insane is it that you just give like one person like the decision of like judges have?
Right. Yeah, that's a huge fucking responsibility. So yeah, expecting all of them to be fucking perfect, or any of them to be fucking perfect, is pretty unrealistic. Yeah.
40 Mike says that day you realize adults are all still children and have no fucking clue. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if this is good parenting or fucking horrible parenting, but yeah, I've fucking told my son, I'm like, look, all us adults are just as fucking screwed up, probably more so than kids. You know, like none of us are fucking perfect. You know, we're all just have all we have insecurities, we have our hangups, whatever.
I love doing that whenever there's fucking kids playing Sea of Thieves. That's one of my favorite things to do to fuck with people. Like, you realize nobody fucking knows what's going on, right? Like, you're gonna be the same for the rest of your life. You're never gonna know what the fuck is going on, and everybody's just pretending right now.
I mean, yeah, you might get a slightly more patient, but then again, you might not. And then,
I just figure, like, I got to put up with some fucking annoying ass 10-year-old playing the video game.
And
I shatter their parents regret it.
Shatter their entire fucking paradigm, dude. Bam.
Make it so that their parents have to sit down and have a talk with them later.
Yeah, like get them so fucked up that they have to be like, "Mom, is this true, guys? The guy in the game said this."
That's all right, dude. Teenagers are worse, dude. Fucking every time I've ever had a group of people that includes like a young kid and like a teenager, the teenager will start trying to educate the young kid on like gross sex terms. Like, here's what a rim job is. Here's what you like. You're like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Although I guess some of that is kind of helpful. Like, you don't want to be the kid that doesn't know any of that shit.
You don't want to be the 10-year-old that doesn't know what a rim job is. Yeah, that's real fucking.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more of like at least junior high.
I know where you were going. I just like. I had to like redefine.
I'm so done with both of you. I swear to God, I'm done with both of you. God damn.
Oh man,
dude, I don't do that. I just like that's what I see the fucking teenagers do. It's like a weird like. I guess the fucking like the 13, 14-year-olds feel the need to like just destroy the fucking innocence of like the younger kids. I don't know why they do it.
Maybe it's like a kind of a bragging thing. Like, hey, I know what these things are.
I guess, man. I don't know. It's just fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I never really felt the urge to do that. So I guess that is pretty fucking bizarre. Like, hey, by the way,
yeah,
you want to know what a fucking hot Carl is? Fucking Cleveland steamer.
Oh, the other thing that's fun to do if you're on a boat with a group of people is to draw a dick on the map. Because you have like a chart that you can go refer to, and you can like put marks on it to mark the islands you want to go visit, and you can like arrange them so that looks like a dick.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because I'm definitely 12 years old for life.
Yeah. You know what's worse than the teenagers that fucking tell the kids what the shit is making up shit. I had my brother and his friends telling me that a cockfight was literally guys whipping out their cocks and fighting with them. You know, that'll fuck you up, dude.
Oh my God, that's such a fucking hilarious image in my head, though.
You know what's even worse? We me and one of my brothers convinced our baby brother that he was gonna have his period in a few years. And my poor baby brother was terrified. He was like about 10 or 12. I don't know how old he was.
Oh my God.
that was evil. That was fucking evil.
Oh, the fucking I think my cousins got me with telling me that finger banging was dudes whacking their dicks against each other. Against the other guys' dicks.
God damn, dude. Fucking assholes.
Well, and the funny thing is, I didn't even know finger banging. Like, I didn't even like understand like what that was. That would be a sexual thing. I just thought it was a weird thing that dudes did because I was so young.
Right. Like that's something older kids do, like adults and maybe teenagers.
Yeah, I was like
maybe teenagers that are old enough to drive.
Honestly, though, I can't imagine that there's that many dudes who sword fight with their dicks.
Yeah, that's an interesting image, though, I guess.
I'm sure it happens. It's got to happen at least sometimes, but it's probably not super common. I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, I would not. I wouldn't imagine either. Oh fuck!
What if two dudes were doing that? Like, and you accidentally hit the other guy in the balls? Like,
oh my god! I had to turn my AC on. It's fucking burning in my room.
Yeah, almost like you have to have a little belt around your cock, and it'll be a low blow if you hit him in
below
the
the
balls.
belt.
Yeah, that'd be below the belt, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh man, what the fuck is wrong with this?
This is the intellectual show to be.
You're right. You're right, gaming. I completely understand where you're coming from, dude. Being tired of us, dude. I concur. I'm getting sick of us too. I'm wondering what the hell is wrong with me.
I already have a list. I'll send it to you later.
You got a list of all the shit that's wrong with me? I don't know if the Word document exists that can fit all that in there, but all right.
Might be a book.
Damn.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, I swear to God, man, I'm burning up right now. What the fuck? It's so hot in my room. I had to turn on my fucking air conditioner. I don't know about you guys, but where I'm at, it's fucking hot.
Oh, it finally started to get cold here.
Yeah, it's supposed to get down into like the fucking 40s here, 30s, high 30s here tonight.
Lucky.
Yeah. Well, again, it's about time. It was 90s into the fucking first week in November. Fucking
take
place.
That global warming.
Well, this is a desert wasteland, so that's not that uncommon. Although it seems like it is dragging on longer and longer every fucking year. Like we'd have a couple days that were in the 90s, like in November, but now it's like almost 3 weeks in, dude. Like almost until Thanksgiving, dude. It was in like the 80s and the 90s. Fucking weird.
Oh yeah. It's been a really mild winter so far. Same in Cali. I imagine the fires don't help, but it seems to go like in a pattern now where it's like you get a mild winter, maybe two, and then you get like a really harsh winter.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Mike had a snowstorm where everything shut down for 2 days. God damn, snow must suck.
I don't know. I only had to deal with snow mostly as a kid, and then when I moved up to Flagstaff, northern Arizona, where it does actually snow and shit. I mean, I lived in an apartment, so I never had to shovel it or any of that. Pretty mild up there. Like it's not that hard to deal with. But if it was like back east, like where I lived in upstate New York when I was younger, again as a kid, it's fucking great. But again, I didn't have to deal with driving in that or having this, car not be able to fucking start in the morning because it's too fucking cold. I didn't really deal with any of that shit.
But aren't you supposed to fucking like plug in a heater in your engine?
They do that in Alaska, and they probably should in upstate New York. They probably should, but they don't.
Yeah.
Most places don't.
You could probably wrap it around. Like if you wanted to go like super ghetto, you could probably wrap your engine in a fucking electric blanket and just fucking
heat it up. That probably would work, actually. You know what I mean? Because it's keeping out the cold and radiating a little heat. Yeah. Probably would be enough to keep it from freezing up at night.
Well, the main thing you want to do is you want to make sure that the oil doesn't get so cold that it fucking won't flow, and you want to make sure your antifreeze doesn't freeze.
Wait, I thought antifreeze is not supposed to freeze.
I think if it gets cold enough, and depending on your mix.
Yeah, if you do the right mix, it is almost. Again, it would have to be like Alaska temperatures because it's a pretty good range. If you mix it, what is it, like 2/3 to 1/3 or something is the ideal mix? Stabby?
See, usually it's 50-50. It just depends on the kind you buy.
Right.
Most of it will freeze between 34 and 36 or something like that.
34 and 36 below, you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's like a little bit below freezing. Now that doesn't make sense. That can't be right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Celsius or is that fucking Fahrenheit? That sounds like Fahrenheit. Oh no, no.
Oh, you can actually buy specific for cold weather though too. So like you would switch it out during the winter. Because the alcohol shouldn't freeze, but there's mixed with water and other things, glycol. Maybe they're talking about 34, 36 below in Celsius.
So let's see. Yeah, minus 34 degrees Fahrenheit is what I'm reading, which is minus 37 degrees Celsius. And then at the high range, it's up to 265 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 129 degrees Celsius. That's a 50%.
Yeah. Well, the main purpose of antifreeze isn't not to freeze in as much as it is to
cool it,
lower the boiling point.
Oh, gotcha.
Like it's engine coolant technically.
Yeah, well, especially where I'm at, there's no real danger of it fucking anything freezing, you know.
Yeah, really. And then there's the cold affects the battery the most. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, whenever winter hits, that's usually when batteries used to die. When I still worked on cars, that would definitely be like every year after the first major freeze. Like there'd be like one night where everything just got fucking super cold. The next day, you'd have like 10 people waiting to get a new battery.
Yeah.
And that's because, oh yeah, that's right. It freezes the water and then the acid, and they like separate, and it fucks with the fucking metal in the battery. Yeah. Okay. I'm going too far on this. This is just getting dumb now.
It's just got to be fascinating for the crowd at home.
By the way, if you get battery acid on yourself, I can pour baking soda on you. I can wash your hands with baking soda and shit. Neutralize that acid.
It sounded like you said bacon soda.
I probably did say baking soda.
There's a G in that word, goddammit. You're going to confuse people.
There's a G in that word? When did the gangs get involved with baking soda?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, my head hurts.
The cringe. The cringe.
Why?
Oh, fucking. What was his name?
I was just thinking everybody was like, wow, there's bacon flavored soda. Actually, there probably is bacon flavored soda, isn't there?
There probably is.
There fucking is.
There is.
Spray Windex on it. It's stronger against the acid. Yeah, and then Mike just typed in for baking soda probably exists.
Oh, man. Gross soda fun pack. Okay. Bacon soft drink. Hey, it's a Jones. Jones makes a fucking Jones. I like Jones sodas, dude. They use real sugar.
Yeah. Oh, I love Jones sodas when I still drank soda.
There's a picture of a bacon flavored fucking Jones soda. Wow. I would try that.
I would be quite shocked if there were not at least 3 or 4 different kinds of bacon soda, like literally like different brands making bacon flavored soda.
This one says bacon soda with chocolate. What the fuck?
There's bacon and fucking ice cream, okay?
Candy bacon cream soda.
Bacon ice cream. I gotta make some ice cream, god damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom does that shit.
Well, we have an ice cream maker.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you make real ice cream, it's actually very keto friendly if you just use like erythritol instead of sugar to sweeten it.
Sounds all natural with words like erythritol in it. Sorry, dude. That just sounds very unnatural, but I'm sure.
Well, instead of like, heavy cream, sugar, and egg, it would be like heavy cream, erythritol, and egg. So.
Oh my god, is that laughing or crying or both?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what the guy's name was.
I think we've inspired a mental breakdown.
Oh, you know what we need? We need puns.
Oh man. I love puns. I actually really do.
You know when they did the surgery on the grape, do you think the grape whined about it?
Oh god damn, dude.
It hurts. It fucking hurts.
What did the surgeon say to the patient who insisted on closing up his own incision? Suit yourself.
Oh man. Oh man. You know, my dad died. My dad died when we couldn't remember his blood type. As he died, he kept insisting for us to be positive, but it's hard without him.
I decided to learn sign language. It's surprisingly very handy.
A cop just knocked on my door and told me that my dogs were chasing people on bikes. My dogs don't even own bikes.
Studies show cows produce more milk when the farmer talks to them. It's a case of in one ear and out the other.
That's awful. You're so wonderfully awful. Oh wait, listen, this one's good. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one, gaming. All right.
I got a bad headache now.
Hold on, this one's great, dude. Are you ready? All right. To the mathematicians who thought of the idea of zero, thanks for nothing.
Oh God,
that's fucking awful, dude. Come on, that is brilliantly awful.
I hate math as it is. Thanks for making it worse.
Oh God.
All right. Last one. I dreamed about drowning in an ocean made out of orange soda last night. It took me a while to work out. It was just a fantasy.
Oh God. Oh, that's fucking horrible, dude.
Oh God, those are just fucking awful. I love them. 40 Mike's asking if he died yet.
If I died,
welcome to hell.
Yeah, punny hell.
It's almost as bad as why did the math book commit suicide?
Why?
He had too many problems.
Nice. Oh man.
My head really hurts. I'm not kidding.
Oh man. So I decided to actually buy Christmas gifts for people this year.
Oh,
because usually we exchange cards and like gift cards and shit like that.
Come to think of that, here's an eBay one, dude. Listen, sorry, really quick. eBay is so useless. I tried to look up lighters, and all they had was 13,749 matches.
I hate you so much.
Come on, that's brilliantly awful too, dude.
That's pretty bad. Oh, man.
I actually like puns, dude. I'm a fucking.
Oh, I love puns. I 100% love them.
But these are pretty. These are exceptionally bad, though.
My whole mom's side of the family loves puns. In fact, if you get my two uncles and my aunt and my mom and like me and my brother in a room, you'll just hear like nonstop terrible fucking puns. That's all we do.
Wow.
I thought I hated you, but now
so it's like so it's like a freestyle cipher, but with puns.
Just imagine that, like, people are just having a conversation about things, but everything they say is like meant to be a pun on the last statement.
Jesus, dude. Although that would be tough to keep going, dude. It takes some verbal alacrity to keep that rolling, dude.
Oh yeah.
Many years ago, I had a coworker, and we decided to start. Oh my God, we started something between him and I, just joking about saying everything at the end, and to make it dirty, just saying if you know what I mean. And
oh no.
By the end, I was literally in the produce department's floor, in tears, grabbing my stomach, laughing so fucking hard. Because we were just throwing things. We're just say anything normal, but at the end say, if you know what I mean. And it fucking
so regardless regardless of how mundane the statement is, you can make it sound dirty. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. And I think the thing that got me is he's like, I like cleaning after you, if you know what I mean. And after so much laughter, that one just fucking killed it, and I just fell down to the floor laughing.
Damn it. I just went out and checked the mail, if you know what I mean. Yeah, pretty much anything, dude.
You suck.
Okay, maybe not that one. I'm new at this, all right? if you know what I mean.
I bought a beef jerky extruder gun, if you know what I mean.
I want to die.
Later this weekend, I'm going to make some homemade ice cream, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, dude, the more specific they get, dude, that's great. Oh, man. You can get really fucking ridiculous. So I just defragged my computer, and it's running really smoothly, if you know what I mean.
God, you guys suck at this.
I thought that was the point. No?
Later, I'm going to go smoke a little weed and have a seltzer water, if you know what I mean.
All right, how about this one?
We've ruined his fucking joke. This is even better than making it.
How about this one?
Fucking horrible.
All right, one more. Let me do one more. Okay, and after the stream, I'm gonna go masturbate in the bathroom, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I don't know why that was so funny.
I think I'm getting a migraine because of you two, if you know what I mean.
Oh man, we're infecting you, dude. If you never mind.
Oh man, one of the things I ordered for Christmas gifts is a cat butt coloring book.
Why?
Wait, is that going to be an if you know what I mean?
I don't know if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
He wasn't even going to do that. I forced that one in. But are you serious?
You know what I mean.
You
fucking lost a good one, you bastard. You had a good one. God damn it. You had a good one and you couldn't use it.
Man.
I hate you both.
Gold.
That was an open net, dude. I fucking... No. Never mind.
Why am I here?
You enjoy being tormented?
If you know what I mean.
I can't. Even badly, ironically, I can't do it now. Never mind.
You know what? How about I add if you know what I mean after every sentence? I say if you know what I mean, and you throw in a oh god damn it! What else? What other one could you throw in there? In bed after everything you say, if you know what I mean.
What's a third one that we can punctuate both of those with? We can just go around and fucking finish off every single statement.
I like punching donkeys. If
you forgot to throw in bed after that.
No, in bed.
Yeah. If you know what I mean.
In bed.
In bed.
Oh, that's what she said. We need somebody to do that's what she said.
Yeah, that would have to be the starter, I think. Yeah, that would flow best. That's what she said. What I mean. If you know what I mean, and then in bed.
And that's what she said.
That's what she said. If you know what I mean, in bed.
No,
not good.
Usually works, but Rule 3 usually works, but not in this one, dude.
Darn it.
Oh well. We'll have to muddle on.
I'll have to go get my fedora in bed, if you know what I mean. That's what she said. No, not working.
Man, we'll work.
Have I killed it?
I think.
If you know what I mean.
I think we got to give it like a little break. Not long.
I don't know why. For some reason, I don't want to stop, and it's not even funny.
Well, it'll come back around though. Maybe it's one of those jokes that'll come back around. Like it's not funny. It's funny, then it's not funny for a while, but then it comes around and becomes funny again.
You know
let's try it out. In bed.
That's what she said.
Oh god damn! I feel like I already smoked some weed.
I'm literally taking some fucking medication right now for my headache.
Oh my god! We gave you a headache with puns?
You think I'm kidding? You think I was kidding when I said you guys gave me a headache? I'm not fucking kidding.
All it takes is a few shitty puns.
If you know what I mean. I mean, you hear this, right? I mean,
oh my god,
that's my headache medication. I'm gonna swallow.
That sounds like Tic Tacs, dude.
Oh, would you say we gave you a tension headache?
I don't know what the fuck you gave me, but it's hurt and not in a good way. But you know what I mean.
All right, man. Oh, later, fuckwad. Have a good night, man.
He's tapping out, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you three.
Oh, he said you got to be at work in a few hours, apparently. So, absolutely, man. I understand. Go to work.
No, that's his excuse, dude. I understand, fuckwad. Cool.
He lives in like fucking New York, apparently. So you probably actually have to make a decent amount of money to actually pay rent.
You
know what I mean?
That's what she said.
You know,
on the bed.
Oh my god, it's all gone south.
Yeah, we are spiraling, dude. We are circling the drain.
You know who's actually been pumping me up lately, and you know what I mean.
And Dad.
I'm getting I got like about 6 or 7 subscribers by being in Doc's stream.
Being in whose?
Doc.
Who's Doc?
Doc. I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a very cool guy.
His name
do you mean like
Doc?
Dr. Arcater?
No, I think that's Director Arcater anyway.
Hold on.
It used to be Alias Arcater, but it was confusing everybody, so he dropped the alias. Is that the guy you're talking about?
I'm talking about Doc Griffin.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I know who that is.
I just retweeted his thing. He does streams with Kadant.
Does thing? Oh, with the dump. Okay, I know who that is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Unknown Archive. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched the dump in a while.
Yeah, me neither, man. For some reason, he followed me on Twitter out of the fucking blue. It was weird.
Who?
Again, I haven't done anything on Unknown Archive.
I don't know who that is.
You know
The
the
guy that
dump,
runs
but you
the
don't. You know the dump, but you don't know Unknown Archive.
I said Kadant.
Oh, Stabby said the dump. You're
Oh, okay. I
Stabby.
got it. I didn't hear it right. Okay, my bad.
Okay, I withdraw then. My apologies.
I think I know who Kadant is. Yeah.
It sounds like you're just making up shit, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm totally lying. But yeah, I already got up to 114 subscribers. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Very nice.
How do you do that?
By being funny, I guess. I guess I'm funny.
Yeah. How many people like you do streams pretty regularly, or
No, I
just
usually
videos?
I just upload videos, but they don't really get any traction because I'm not funny. At least not when I'm doing my game streams. Like I gotta be around people so my funniness can show, you know. But if I'm by myself, I'm too quiet. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, dude. Being funny just on your own is a really fucking special talent. Like Bill Burr can kind of pull it off. Owen Benjamin with his fucking crazy insanity does all right. But yeah, not many people can just fucking sit there and talk on their own without other people around and be funny.
Right.
I certainly wouldn't even fucking think of trying, dude, to be honest with you.
But in Top Bus, that's where I got like a ton of subscribers, and so far I've made $5.81. Woohoo!
Nice.
But I got about 1,351 followers.
Well, you know what? Pretty soon you're going to be too popular to be on this. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, you're gonna pull an opal and get the hell out of here and never come back.
Soon. I'm working on it.
Hopefully, you're just counting the days, right?
Oh yeah, I'm what? Who? What? Who?
Soon, I'll have a chance of being migraine free.
Oh man, how'd you like to see that in the fucking shower in the morning?
Oh god, is that a fucking brown recluse?
That's way too big to be a brown recluse, man.
That's a huntsman spider. I can actually tell you, yes, I've seen that in my shower. So yeah.
God damn, I bet they're very satisfying to squish.
Oh, I never kill them.
I fucking hate spiders, dude.
I just shoo them away. I'm like, go away, go away.
No, mine, the ones I see are almost all black widows and brown recluses. So I kill the motherfuckers.
You know, I saw a video that they always give such a negative thought to the black widows, and supposedly they're not really. What do you call? Oh, hi Loki. They're very supposedly they're not that aggressive. The black widows. They
really aren't.
Like only when they attack is to defend themselves, and usually even when they bite, they don't give the full doses of venom just to scare you away, you know.
Yeah, no, they generally will run and hide as soon as you get, if they get any, if they know you're there at all, they'll fucking bolt. So that's true. Yeah, you almost, but yeah, one time I was taking a fucking bath, dude, and I get up to get out of the bath and realized there had been a black widow floating around the fucking bath with me, dude.
Oh my god!
I don't know for how long, because it seems like I would have seen them. So I think it was pretty. It must have been towards the end, but yeah, damn. I can't imagine getting stung on your fucking cock or something, dude. Jesus, dude.
It's your rubber ducky spider.
I'd be terrible.
Yeah, and then the brown recluses, though, man. I mean, they fucking hang out. Again, that's why they're called the recluses, because they hang out in spots that are, like in, the back of a pantry or something like that. So, like, you reach in and you don't realize something's there because it's in a dark corner and they'll fucking sting you. And I don't know if you've ever seen the result of brown recluse bites, but it's fucking nasty, dude.
Well, the result of untreated brown recluse bites. If you get it treated, it's not bad, but most people don't know what they have. So
yeah.
And see, the picture that you showed, I think it's a huntsman spider. We get them regularly here in Florida, and I mean they're big. I mean they could be almost the size of the legs. The legs themselves can reach almost my palm, and they can be almost as fat as my thumb. So they can get pretty big, but the second they see you, their first defense is to run and hide, So I usually try not to kill them. And if they're in my room, I try to shoot them away from my room immediately. If they don't leave soon, then I will poison them, unfortunately. But like in the kitchen or in the living room, whatever, I'm fine with them there because I know I can see them and they won't. Their first defense is to run and hide. They don't want to attack,
I like to have a couple of daddy long leg spiders in my room.
Yeah, they'll kill everything, but they're harmless to you.
Yeah, they're totally harmless to people, but like I never have flies or fucking mosquitoes because I don't have a problem with them. I don't kill them. Not
totally harmless. They can't bite you, but their bite is less than a mosquito bite. So
yeah. Why aren't their mouths too small to actually break your skin? Like they actually are poisonous.
They actually can't. They can't bite.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So they're not really that poisonous then. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Their bite is almost like a mosquito bite, but it's less painful. Then it'll last even less. It'll be itchy, but less itchy than a spider.
It's like their venom is really powerful, but they're so small of an amount. I think.
All right. You guys ever seen botfly removal? The botfly larvae removal?
No.
God damn. I fucking dare you guys to watch that shit. It's like a huge I'm trying to find one that gives the scale of it. But like it's a fucking huge maggot thing. And incredibly hard to get them out because they have those spikes that kind of face out. So like you almost have to like wiggle it out. It's really fucking creepy because it's generally a giant fucking hole. Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of one.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Right, hold on. Let me find a good one. Hey,
right, so they're
you've never heard of the botflies,
man? No.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in South America or something. That's where they live. They're like a big fly. They're just a giant house fly, essentially. But their larvae is pretty goddamn large. Let's see if this one shows it. No, it doesn't really give the size.
Oh shit! Remember when I had the bee problem? Holy fuck! What a nightmare! It was almost a week of. We had to literally run through our front door to go in and out of the house.
Oh, because the fucking bees were right next to the front. Oh, that's awful.
There were honeybees, and here's the best part of it. The person who said he's done that for 20 years have never seen so many beehives in just one house ever.
All right, so now they've got the tweezers on the botfly through a hole in the skin.
Okay, yeah, you see that hole right there? That's where that big ass thing came out of. I'm trying to find a picture that shows the botfly a little more in detail here. Oh yeah, these kind of show it. That's what that fucking thing looks like, and it's that big around. Like these are the little black things are kind of the little spikes that kind of keep it in there. But yeah, like all it is like a tiny bit. The thin part is like how it breathes. So it sticks its little tiny head out of the hole, and that's how it breathes or whatever. So what they'll do a lot of times is cover the hole, so it kind of suffocates them. Some of the shit's nasty, man. There was a monkey one where it was infested with fucking like 20 of those things.
Oh my God.
Hold on, let me see if I can find a better shot of in a person. So yeah, let's see. Let me just search the botfly monkey. Let's see. Because that one actually creeps me out.
I'm actually watching the video that's in that second picture. Oh, no, it's gone now.
Look, like those are shots of a bunch of different botflies. See that? You see those? 1, 2, 3, 4.
So do the larvae like eventually turn into flies that just fly out of the fucking hole or what?
Yeah, apparently, dude. Yep. Yeah, this one, I think the monkey actually ended up dying because
it said it was 46 botfly larvae around the neck causing suffocation.
That is fucking evil.
Yeah. Oh, this is what the holes looked like after they took them out. Like they still took them out. You see that? That's fucking creeps me out, dude. A big ass hole that fucking big. Okay, I'm gonna stop because it's fucking me up, dude. I don't know what you guys.
I'm like watching it on here. Oh, that's fucking gnarly.
Yeah, you watch videos of that, dude. There's videos of them taking them out, dude. Especially
I'm watching that right now. I'm just not going to show it because it's like a YouTube video, and I don't want to get in trouble with that.
Plus, it's fucking disgusting.
It's nasty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sickening, man.
Oh, that's fucking epic. Oh, it's fucking made like a little noise when it came out.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Wow.
Fucking stabby, dude.
Oh my God.
And now I'm regretting showing you. God damn, dude.
Yeah, why would you do this?
There's another one. There's two.
Now that I think about it, why did I show Stabby that?
It's called payback. Live and learn.
I was never bothered by this kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it creeps me out, dude. Yeah, just like that one frog that has like the babies on its back, it grows extra skin over the babies, and then that creeps me out. The trypophobia or whatever the fuck they call it.
Oh man,
right.
Yeah, those fucking.
This is like the most epic zit popping on the fucking planet.
Yeah, you know what's weird? I actually don't mind pimples or cysts shit. Like I actually like watching that, but some reason the botfly thing bothers me. I think it's because it's actually, especially the one on the scalp. You're like, how does it fit in there? Your fucking brain is right there.
Well, I mean, the layer of skin still. There's still some layer.
Man, this lady had a whole bunch of them on her arm, just like fucking 5 or 6 of these things.
What, the botflies?
Yeah, dude, she's getting a whole bunch of them fucking removed, like one after the other.
Yeah, you know what's worse? In Africa, it's I think the official name of it's like a dust flea. I think they call it jigger. Have you guys seen that?
Of course, it's a fucking jigger.
Dirty ass jiggers.
Oh, this is a trip. They just keep poking more holes in our arm to pull more of these fucking things out, dude.
All right. Yeah, here's something else you might enjoy, Stabby.
God damn it, Jiggers. You don't learn. Do you not understand? You just don't fucking learn.
Yeah, that's fake. That's gotta be fucking.
God damn it, Daytwan.
This one's got to be fake, dude. I don't even want to show that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, Stabby. Let's see how well. All right, this is what the bottom of a foot of apparently somebody that had the jiggers on him looks like.
Holy shit!
I think that I don't know if that's real because that's extreme.
Dude, that's better than the guy I worked that was one of the programs where I worked at, and he had like an athlete's foot, and his fucking like his toe was green, and it looked like a fucking like set of canyons out of like a fucking movie, like on his toe, like these big fucking lines through his toe.
Jesus, this is actually real. I've seen a lot of
them. Holy
shit, that's actually real. Yeah, epic. It's like these little white, like little white worm-looking things that are in there, and they have to just—it's a bunch of fucking crust that they just pull off.
You know, I just ate like not even an hour ago, right?
Yeah. Well, at least I didn't do it before you ate. You have no appetite at all. God dang it! I'm trying to show a picture of it where it actually shows the little things in there. All right, let's see. But yeah, apparently in Africa, like if no, that's fake, dude. That's gross. Yeah, people will do these. It's kind of like, have you ever seen they take a lotus seed pod and then they superimpose it, make it look like it's a wound.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? It's part of that trypophobia. Here, hold on, I'll pull it up. I'm still broadcasting, right? Hold on.
Welcome to the medical section of the podcast.
This is fake. What I'm about to show you, or if it pulls it up here. Let me see if it actually does. The lotus seed pod looks weird because it looks like things that, yeah, this right here, the one here, that's fake.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
But like, it almost looks like the little seeds have two little eyeballs, so it looks kind of real. You know what I mean?
Dude, that'd be fucking epic if you had that shit on your fucking arm.
Yeah. Look, this is all fake. So again, it still creeps you out. It can still creep you out. God damn it! No, fucking go back. You know, like this here, this chick or whatever the fucking showing. That's fake. All this is fake. See, like they just then superimposed the lotus seed pod. But yeah, like this, they put it in the fucking eyeball. That's fucking weird. So it's still kind of creepy though, right?
Oh yeah, even when I see those, that shit creeps the fuck out of me.
Don't they have that one fish that fucking swims in your dick hole or something?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it does the same thing. Like it puts in the spikes facing outward, so it's hard to get it out. Yes, dude. All right, I'm not gonna look for any evidence, visual evidence of that. You're on your own on that one, Stabby. Yeah.
Let's see. It's called a candiru.
Candiru. Yeah, also, like if you're in the water and you're pissing. Yeah, apparently, like if you're in the water and you start pissing, like in the water, it'll fucking follow your fucking stream. It'll be like, hey, that's warm. I'm gonna keep swimming towards wherever that's coming from. Swim right up into your dick hole, dude.
Nice. All right, here's what it looks like.
It is an interesting adaptation. I'll give it that. I don't know how evolution.
There you go. That's apparently what it looks like.
Yeah. What a jerk. You're a jerk, stupid little fish. So rude. Man. Yeah. I wonder, like, what else does that fish do? Like, it can't just swim up people's cocks, right?
No, I'm sure they can't be all fucking like small bugs or something, or like larvae or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they just happen to like tend to go towards warm water for something to do with like feeding or something. Or maybe they do live in pigs. I don't know.
Yeah, well, again, they're set to fucking anchor themselves in there pretty well. Get themselves really difficult to get out.
Yeah, I like to watch. I've watched a bunch of like autopsy, like human autopsy videos and shit, and like that kind of stuff doesn't really bother me. Mm-hmm. Like one of the best ones was when they were fucking yanking on the tendons to make the guy's hand move and shit. So they like
Jesus Christ,
played the guy's fucking.
Was the guy dead?
Back. Yeah, he was dead.
Okay,
it was a dead body. Right. It was an autopsy is with a dead body. So like they basically like pulled the fucking skin sort of like in the middle of the back of his hand to like a little bit down his wrist back, and then they fucking like just yanked on the fucking tendons with like fucking like
to move his fingers
things to fucking make the fingers close and shit.
Sick motherfuckers, dude.
Working his dead hand like a fucking puppet. It was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, honestly, I can't say I wouldn't do that shit, dude, if I were them.
Oh, what's fucking weird is, have you ever seen when they like fucking crack off the fucking top of the skull?
No.
So they cut across the top of your head, just one line from ear to ear almost.
Mm.
And then they just fucking fold your face down like a fucking flap. Your fucking top of your head gets folded over your face, and the back of your head gets folded over the back of your head, and then they can fucking saw the skull off.
Wow.
Cut a ring of like the top fucking part of the skull off to like get the brain out and look at it.
Wow. That's interesting. That's the most efficient way to do it, I guess, huh?
Well, I guess if you do that, it doesn't damage the face for like the burial and stuff later if they have an open casket.
Oh,
and they can hide like the stitches under the fucking hair and shit.
Yeah, that makes sense, dude.
Yeah, when they sew everything back together to put it in a fucking box for everybody to come and look at.
See, I never understood that. I want to just get cremated. I'm like, fuck all that. No services, no this, no that. I'm an atheist. Why would I give a fuck about? I don't understand why people have to put dead bodies for people to go look at. I never understood the point of that.
I want a party where they work my body like a fucking puppet and take pictures with it.
Oh, I'll do that to you, puppy. I'll do that to you.
That's what I want. Fucking when I die, work my body like a puppet. Let randos come in and just hang out and fucking take pictures, like selfies and shit.
Like in the way old days, like when photography first came out, they used to do that. Like if a kid would die young, they would actually fucking like keep it preserved long enough for the photography person to come around and then like pose the body so they could get a picture of their dead kid before they buried it. Isn't that fucking weird? Fun.
They can, like, pretend to play football.
Like no, they have to like prop the eyes open.
Baseball trophy.
Like they'd have to actually like prop the eyes open to make them look like they were alive.
Oh, you know dude, I mean? That's fucked up. I love it.
Yeah, because no, you wouldn't know. Seriously, if you look at some of those pictures, you wouldn't know the kid's dead without them telling you. You know, like they actually managed to pull it off.
Maybe that's
somehow.
part of the grieving process. They're like, we're just going to make the kid look alive so we can enjoy, you know, oh, you know what? You could do like a series, you know, and then just like have the photographer just give them to you like one at a time over the next couple of years so you can pretend your kid just went to like boarding school or some shit. Like, here's him playing baseball. Here's him like hanging out in the dorms. Food fight.
You know, for such a small channel, you two are really fucked up.
Probably best that we don't have more fans, dude.
Yeah.
Again, you know what? I think we would make great cult leaders, dude. I really do. So it's probably, again, if we got any kind of crowd, dude, we would fucking easily.
There would definitely be a spanking.
A very effective cult.
If I had ran a cult.
Right.
Every once in a week there'd be like spanking day where I get to spank everybody. Not like for fans, just because I think it'd be funny as fuck if everybody.
Don't forget pull on their ears.
Don't forget
don't forget to pull on their ears.
Yeah, come on.
Oh yeah. Pull on their ears.
You know you want that more than the spanking.
Oh man. The biggest eared females will be my concubines.
Damn.
Oh god.
Wait. The ones on the top list are the ones who could actually make their ears wiggle.
Oh man, those are the high priestesses. Yes.
And then they greet each other by rubbing their ears against like each other's ears.
Right.
Yeah, some hot ear-to-ear action. Ear on ear.
Somewhere there's like a medical person being like, "That's how you get an ear infection, you sick."
Do you know how dangerous that is?
Yes, that's what they're doing. It.
Oh man. Oil them up, give them ear massages.
Mm-hmm. Well, isn't there like Star Trek? There's a characters that
Ferengi.
Jeez, how you know so fast? I didn't even finish the goddamn line.
I'm a fucking nerd, man. Of course I know what Ferengi are. Come on, man.
If this is Jeopardy, you definitely rang in first, dude.
Well, as soon as he said Star Trek, I knew he was going for Ferengi.
That's true.
I fucking knew it.
Star Trek, yeah.
Oh my god. As long as it's not a fucking furry. I saw the most fucked up post. Like, the whole furry thing is all about fucking fetish sex, right? And it was this dad who took his fucking daughter to a furry con. And then they both...
Like, not knowing?
No, I'm pretty sure he knew. He had his own fursuit.
Yeah, but there had to be at least a few people that just enjoyed the costumes without the sex aspect. No, probably not, actually. Now think about it.
From what I hear, probably like, the furry conventions are like a fucking ton of, like, unprotected and quite often, you know, sex with, like, underage people.
Man. Oh, yeah, a lot of STDs happen, too, right?
A lot of STDs, yeah. HIV is pretty rampant.
God damn, that's fucked up.
Amongst furries. It's too bad it couldn't be a faster acting, like, fatal disease.
Damn, dude. Yeah, for the furries and the gays.
Well, they regularly prey on kids. Like, that's a big part of the furry community. It's like they fucking try to RP and, like, meet kids for fucking sex.
Yeah.
Guys that are just being all about the fur fetish.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you have fucking AIDS and you're spreading it to kids. That's evil, dude. Jesus.
Yep.
I mean, I understand that that's not fatal anymore, but still, man. It's fucked up.
Well, and then you're also in a fursuit, so people can't fucking identify you and each other. Like, that's, you know, definitely not.
Right. Yeah, because you could just claim someone else, even if they catch fucking.
Well, it's not. I mean, obviously, there's going to be DNA to test, like, at some point. But, like, they never saw your face. They don't even know how to, like, begin to look for you. And they're not going to run a DNA test on everybody at a fur convention. That's just, they don't have the fucking resources. Like, it costs way too much money.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy shit, man.
Yep.
Fucking furries.
So I've come to side with Satan. Furries aren't people. Furries are food.
Yeah, but if you try, you probably get an STD.
Huh?
I said if you try to probably eat one, you'll probably get an STD.
Is syphilis? Can you get that from fucking cannibalism? That's a good question. Like, what STDs are, like, transferable through the eating of human flesh?
Yeah. Well, I assume it's the same. Can't you? I don't fucking care.
You know what? We could just feed them to bears and, like, tigers.
But then there's gonna be bear AIDS.
Yeah, but I don't care about bears.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I'm not gonna fuck a bear, so it doesn't matter to me if they have AIDS.
Hey, I fuck bears all the time.
Oh. If you know what I mean.
Or
Why? Just why?
That's what he said?
Well, she could say that too. She could watch.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, I was, in your case, I was doing the. Never mind.
Boo! You're not funny.
Yeah.
That did fall pretty fucking flat, dude. I'll accept the jeers on that one.
Jews? Are they hired in where I work?
Somebody heard Jews. Somebody heard jizz. I'm like, Jesus. Shows where our minds are. Fucking Jew hater.
I said jeers, and you guys got jizz and Jews.
I mean, if you're talking about jizz, there's always Cumbox. I mean, that's the classic fucking internet story about jizz.
Yeah, or the girls singing about their daddy's cummies. Apparently, that's popular nowadays.
Is way worse. You've heard of Cumbox, though, I imagine.
I don't know. Have I? I might have and not known it as Cumbox.
Oh, please tell me you guys have heard of Cumbox. That's a fucking old one.
I don't know that I have. Again, like I said, I might have hit me with it or don't.
I don't either.
What do you got, dude? Are you afraid? What?
All right, hold on. I'm pulling up the fucking story. Here we go.
No, now! I want it now!
He hears, asshole.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Sorry. My apologies. I should have done that further away from the mic or something. Sorry.
All right, so cousin died when we were both 17. There was a reception at his house just after the funeral. Went into his room and stole all the money that there was there. Took some other valuables that his parents wouldn't realize were gone. No one knows that I did it. They just assumed he didn't have any money in his room, only loose change. I don't regret it, but I will never admit I did it. Also, my cum box. So then he goes on to go, and here's a copy of the story. So, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a shoebox, or at least once was. And whenever I masturbate, I come into it. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, I think. So it has a fair amount of cum. It smells atrocious, and I tried to burn it once. When I lit it on fire, it was too damp due to the cum that it simply sizzled and didn't manage to actually light up. Turns out, burning cum smells awful, so I had to spray it with a deodorant body spray just to get the old smell of burnt cum away. It also has some drenched paper stuck to it. That's pretty much it.
God damn it, dude.
And so it follows up. People were asking questions. A lot of people were asking me why. Well, I'm apparently a rather disturbed individual. But it just kind of happened. Bought new shoes and needed some place to come. Used the box. It just escalated from there. Kept using it each time. Telling myself I would throw it out soon. Never did. 2 or 3 years later, I still have it. It wasn't planned or anything. It just happened.
Dude, I would think that stench would fill up more than just your room. Certainly more than a closet, more than just your room at that point. I got to think that's creeping down the hallway or through the whole fucking house. That's fucking disgusting.
And there is cum box.
It'll probably smell like old eggs, like rotten eggs.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Ew.
You guys glad to now you've seen cum box?
Well, I guess now I have that info, but I'm still pretty sorry I asked.
And you can see where he tried to fucking burn it.
Seems legit.
Just imagine
I don't
all
know. It can
the
all be made up.
fucking.
It's the internet, but I thought that was pretty fucking
I'm
fascinating.
pretty sure it's fake, but just imagine all the fungus and all that shit that would build up too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with 2 Girls 1 Cup. Do you want to show that as well?
No, I don't think I might get banned for that.
Oh my god, that's so fucking disgusting. What's really disturbing about that is how closely it resembles like chocolate peanut butter ice cream.
And I was eating when I watched it.
Wasn't that fake? I think it came out as fake.
It was partially fake.
Partially faked. Okay.
What does that mean?
It was real shit with fake shit. No, it was real shit with fake shit.
Okay. So it really could have been chocolate and peanut butter ice cream.
It could have.
Along with feces.
And shit.
Delicious.
Oh, that botfly tried to get away. I imagine the problem with removing botfly larvae is you got to make sure that the hole's big enough, but not too big when you take it out. And then you also got to make sure you don't just like break the fucking tip of that thing off, because then you got to fucking cut way in.
Yeah, no, you have to coax it out pretty slowly because, if it ruptures, that's some serious septic action, dude.
Oh, that is so fucking gnarly. God damn.
I'll be back in a second.
Oh, are you still watching the videos?
This chick has a whole bunch of them. She's had 3 taken out of her arm already. And it looks like she's got a couple more.
Sounds like she has a fucking fetish. How do you get that many?
It looks like it just like all of one arm got bit up while she was probably sleeping or something.
Yeah. I gotta look up because the botfly is pretty fucking big from what I understand. Like it's way bigger than like a horsefly even.
I would imagine like, you're camping out in the woods with your fucking friends and it fucking lays a couple, like it probably lays more than one at a time, like 4 or 5 while you're asleep maybe.
Yeah, something
or like you're out drinking maybe, like fucking you're all wasted and shit and fucking like hanging out in the campfire and you just, dead to the fucking world.
Right, yeah.
I wonder how long it takes the hole to close.
You mean after it leaves or whatever?
Yeah, like after you get it out of there, there's a fucking void.
Yeah.
All right, we're up to 4.
Yeesh.
I am thoroughly enjoying this, sir.
You're welcome, I guess.
You were like trying to gross me out. It just backfired so terribly.
I really should have known, dude.
I'm a terrible human being. Like there's nothing good about me. Oh wow. I wonder if I could do that like as a job, just be like a botfly larva removal.
I'm sure you could, dude. I have faith in you.
You have faith in me.
Considering how much
you're a doctor at fucking 38 years old just so he can fucking remove botfly larva.
This was the inspiration. This day, I can look back on this day. It's the day my life changed, and I became a botfly removal guy.
Well, now that I'm seeing how to do it, if I ever have a botfly larva, I'll just take it out myself.
I'm pretty sure they're from like South America.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like they got them. There's one that I saw where the guy had a huge piece of tape over the hole, like fucking duct tape. He had like duct tape over the fucking thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, check this out, see what it looks like." And it was a botfly, and he had it under like duct tape. Really fucking weird.
Damn.
Yeah.
I used duct tape to kill a fucking wasp hive. There were fucking like there was a hole in my garage door opener, like the little engine that opens the fucking garage door. And they fucking started. I saw like wasps starting to build a nest in there, and I saw the queen go in, so I just fucking taped over the hole.
Oh, nice.
So they couldn't get back out. It was epic. They just died.
Eesh. Bunch of little wasp freaking things. Yeah, dude. Have you ever seen how big Japanese hornets are?
Oh yeah, they're like fucking like the size of your palm and shit.
Yeah, they're like 3 times the size of regular hornets. Yeah, let me see if I have one that shows a comparison.
Oh, hold on. We got last fucking botfly larva coming out here.
Japanese giant hornet. Oh, this shows it pretty well.
Yeah, it looks like they just basically like it laid a bunch of fucking larvae in her arm while she was doing something else or something.
Yeah, that's crazy though. What if you had it could easily be somebody's fetish. You know what I mean? Like, I love getting bit by botflies.
Yeah, 2 months trip to South America.
Yeah, this shows it pretty well.
Okay, let me
go
that watching here. Hold on.
All right.
Oh yeah, they're fucking massive, like the size of your palm.
Yeah,
oh, damn.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, dude. That's and the hornets can keep stinging you, right? Yeah, this one shows it.
Yeah, as far as I know, hornets can sting over and over.
Yeah.
They only get the one shot deal.
Yeah, the one where it kind of rips off or whatever.
Yeah, or maybe it's like hornets can bite you over and over, but only sting you once. I'm not sure.
Don't these almost look like they're like mechanical? Like right here, doesn't it almost look fake? Like it's made out of metal or something?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. Like it's kind of shiny. Like, yeah, they're all spies. I guarantee it.
There's like a little GIF that keeps getting thrown into like the GIF videos I watch, where it's like some dude like scooping up a fucking handful of those things and just like showing them to the camera.
The Japanese hornets.
Yeah, it's like some Japanese dude just scooping up a handful of hornets.
Wow, that's crazy. Dead ones, I'm assuming.
No, they're alive.
Oh, really? What the fuck? They're not stinging him? That seems bizarre.
I don't know why.
Yeah, apparently, like some of those got over. I don't know if it's here or Europe or whatever, but apparently those giant hornets have made it to spots other than Japan, and like just tearing up honeybees hives. Because like in Japan, like the honeybees know, like, you know, you can't fight them one-on-one. Like the honeybees in Japan, no, they just fucking swarm on them. Like 10 or 20 honeybees just fucking glom onto them and refuse to let them go, and end up killing them. Dude, that's fake. I think that's fake, dude. Maybe not, but that seems fake. Doesn't that seem a little fake?
I have no idea. I know I've seen this GIF a bunch of times. So.
I've never seen that. That's weird. Yeesh. Yeah, but yeah, like apparently in Japan, the honeybees know to do that, to just glom onto them. But here, or wherever they happen to be. Like the thing just sat there, and like as they came out, was just ripping their fucking heads off and took out the entire hive.
Oh damn.
Yeah, pretty crazy, man.
Well, what is it like? The other thing, like I used to watch this beehive beekeeping channel. Actually, I watched several beekeeping channels for a while. Like you have to watch out for like robber hives. Like some hives will just go rogue and start stealing honey from other hives instead of making honey.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Because it's easier to just go in and fucking steal it, and like they don't do anything to other bees.
Oh, so
they'll try to stop them, but it's hard or something like that. So they'll just go in and like uncap and like just take out the fucking honey.
That's crazy. Oh man.
Who wants to play with my pussy?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're sorry, all right.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Sorry, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
In bed? No.
No, they had these trippy fucking hives you can buy where you keep the bees and you like put a little fucking rod in it and twist it, and it opens the back of the fucking cells where the honey is stored. So you don't have to spend all the time like fucking like uncapping the fucking honeycomb and then fucking spinning it or like crushing it up and like extracting the honey other ways.
Right,
it just fucking pours straight out the fucking back of the fucking cell.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so because I mean, I've only ever seen it on Yuli's Gold, so that's all I know about beekeeping.
Yeah,
where they just have to crush down everything and then kind of have to refine it from there.
Yeah. There's two ways that they do it. They'll either like just cut the comb out of the fucking frame and just crush the whole thing up and like squeeze and like filter the honey out.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is they take the honeycomb in the frame, take a hot knife and cut the caps that hold the honey in off the front and back of it, and then put it in like a centrifuge and spin it one way to get the honey out, and then spin it the other way to get the honey on the other side out. And then that's the other way. And then like these, it's like Easy Flow or New Flow or something like that hives where now that you just, I don't think it would work on like a massive scale, like industrial style, but like for your own home or like small fucking farmer's market honey business, it's great. Because you literally just fucking put a little bar in the back and pour it directly into the jar. You don't even like have to do any of the extra work because there's a lot of work in filtering like bee parts and fucking little bits of wax and
because when you crush it down, it's not like it's just the honeycomb and just the honey. Like there's bees in there, there's fucking everything. Yeah,
yep. Especially on an industrial level.
But man, if you've ever had honeycomb, oh god, honeycomb with the honey in it is fucking fantastic. It's like
no, I've never had that.
Oh really?
Wow.
Yeah. Where I went, where I lived in New York when I was a kid, there was a place we used to go to actually for apple cider usually, but they would sometimes have. It's just like a little clear, like almost like a size of a sandwich, like where you'd put you could fit a sandwich in it, but like a clear plastic thing like that, but full of honeycomb with the honey in it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I love that shit as a kid because it's almost like gum because you're chewing the wax. Obviously not exactly like gum, but you can actually chew it. It was like almost chewing like honey flavored gum, kind of.
And I'm assuming you're not supposed to eat the wax, right?
No, you're definitely not supposed to eat the wax.
No, I mean, you can eat the wax. It's not going to fucking kill you or nothing.
Yeah, that's true. It's not, but it doesn't taste it tastes good and not a lot of nutritional value. I don't believe.
What was it? When I went to Hawaii, I got honey or sugar cane that I was supposed to eat, but I never fucking ate it, and I forgot to bring it home.
I used to
left it in the fucking hotel room.
When I worked in a grocery department, we actually got sugar canes, and then I bought a stick, and I'm like walking around eating, chewing on a stick, and all these, of course, white people looking at me, going like, "What the fuck is he doing?" Well, I'm chewing on a sugar, and even my coworkers were like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What? You never bought a sugar cane and just eat it?" Like, no. I'm like, just do it. Buy a stick and then just peel it and then just chew on it and then you spit out the pulp or whatever it is and that's it.
I mean, it seems like it would be really tasty.
It is. It just tastes almost like pure sugar water. It's delicious.
Yeah, I mean that's again where pure cane sugar comes from. I would imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Supposedly sprouted coconut. If you eat sprouted coconut, there's like a part where just as it very first begins to sprout, that it tastes like cotton candy.
Interesting.
And then we used to get honey sticks. That's the closest I ever got to eating like honeycomb. It'd just be like honey sticks, where you just a little plastic tube full of honey that you would eat. And we would always pick those up when we were kids.
All right. Yeah, I fucking miss that place because the apple cider there was still the best apple cider I've had anywhere. It could be just because it was fresh from the actual farm, but yeah, fantastic apple cider.
Oh, what is it? There's like like alcoholic apple cider. They used to, one of the ways that they used to refine that into a stronger liquor was called it Applejack, and they would just freeze it and then pull the chunks of ice out because the ice was the water and the alcohol would remain.
Right.
But unlike running it through like the standard thing where they like boil the alcohol in the water and stuff so that they just get the alcohol out and a lot of the water remains, it doesn't remove a lot of the contaminants. So the thing with Applejack is your hangover is like 1,000,000 times worse if you drink too much. And it can also just fuck your brain up if you drink too much.
God damn.
Kill you like a lot easier.
That's nice.
So people used to
more efficient.
Applejack fucking like comas and fucking seizures and shit when they drink too much of that shit in like the old days.
Hope it was worth it.
Occasionally people would just fucking die in fucking taverns from drinking like too much Applejack. Because it's also really, really tasty, supposedly. I've never had it, but
so yeah. They're like, holy shit, not only does this taste fantastic, but I'm getting fucking wasted. Give me like 12 more of these.
Exactly.
And then they're dead.
Well, the guy that I saw making it online, he said like you want to have like at most like 2 shots worth at a time. So, if you're big into drinking, that's not a lot.
Right.
Let's see.
Yeah, you don't want to just start with that and move to some other non-contaminated liquor.
Yeah, they had one that was so now they're just like it's all fucking marijuana strains. They don't. I'm looking it up on Google. It's just Applejack's cannabis strains. That's fucking funny.
I like the cereal.
Dumbass.
I really do. It's a good cereal.
I'm trying to find out because there was a fucking funny name for it, like where basically it just sends you into like a seizure and you die. I can't find it.
What, like a cutesy name for that?
Yeah, there was like an actual term.
Dying by seizure?
Dying by Applejack.
Like, yeah, this it's hilarious, man. They fucking die. Yeah, okay.
Well, it's like almost like dying from moonshine. Or you go blind.
Yeah, I've heard of that shit, man. That's actually fucking true.
I've actually had moonshine.
Yeah, I have not.
I don't think I've ever had. I'd try it.
Kind of surprising. Yeah, I would too, actually. I guess I really shouldn't at this point in my life, but well, what with the rehabs and all, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh man, the whole sobriety thing.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. I should have tried absinthe before I got sober. I should have tried moonshine before I got sober.
I've heard
I should have tried some mead.
Just really strong liquor.
Yeah, see, from what I heard, it was like something that can make you hallucinate and shit. Like the wormwood makes you hallucinate or something. So if it's not that, then fuck it. Who gives a shit?
Let's see, let's Google that shit because I'm curious. I'm pretty sure it doesn't make you hallucinate. I think that's just
like an old wives' tale or an old alcoholic's
I
tale.
mean, I know
whatever.
there's some alcohol out there that does make you hallucinate and stuff, but it's in Europe and it's illegal here. And when they bring it here, it doesn't have the amounts that require for you to get, the
That's actually happening.
hallucination, the effects. So it's
So
basically watered down shit.
the component in wormwood called thujone, or thujone, that's what they claim. Yet there is absolutely no evidence whatsoever that it can cause hallucinations, even in like extremely high doses.
Yeah. So it's all bullshit.
So that's what they claim with the absinthe. There may be other liquor that makes you hallucinate. I'm sure. Like, who knows what they make liquor out of.
Right. Yeah, the kind of shit they might have thrown in there. Or they used some of the wheat infected with that shit that forms LSD or whatever. That ergot or whatever. ERGOT.
Oh, and even if thujone made you hallucinate, the amount in absinthe is nowhere near what it would take to have that effect on you.
Yeah, so all around, I think we've debunked it.
The general, okay I think what happens is,
trying it, I guess, but
if I'm not mistaken, I think what happens is with absinthe, it's super concentrated, like alcohol content, and then they mix it with like a little bit of sugar and water, so it's really smooth. So it's really easy to drink a lot of alcohol really, really fast. So you get like your drunk hits you way harder, way faster. And then if you're already primed to think you're going to hallucinate, you'll probably like it's a psychosomatic thing.
Yeah, interesting. So what can I drink to make me hallucinate, goddammit?
My cum.
Yeah, that's
if you know what I mean.
Dude. Yeah. In bed.
Just take a slice of that cum box and smoke it. That'll fuck you
up. You're having a nice moment there, dude. Why'd you have to ruin it, Stabby?
God damn.
Oh god.
And then implant some of those fly worm things on your arm too.
Yeah, throw a couple of those in there. Fucking start hallucinating that they're talking to you.
Oh
you guys heard those Japanese hornets, aren't you? You'd have to tell me if you were, right? That's a lot of them.
Fuck yeah,
fucking cops. You got to tell me if you're huge Japanese hornets.
Oh man, then you start singing. I think I'm turning Japanese song.
Jesus, dude. Yeah. Although mead is speaking of the honey and all that shit, mead is something that I always wanted to try that I never tried. It's actually like a mead out of honey.
Dolphin Radio, I think, makes his own mead and sells it.
Oh wow!
Or no, he doesn't sell it. He gifts it to people, but people gift him PayPal donations first.
Yeah,
like it's
so it's the same thing, but illegally he's getting away with some shit.
He's not legally selling it.
Right.
It's a gift.
Yeah, like nobody has to give him money, but they do.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's a pretty good loophole. Good job, Dolphin guy.
But like he apparently makes his own mead, and it's very good and very smooth and easy to drink way too much.
Nice. Damn it! What? Now I want some mushrooms. I want to see some shit. God damn it!
Oh yeah,
mushrooms. I need some fucking. I want to. Jesus, I was trying to let's say I had to absolutely score some LSD, man. I'm trying to think if there's any possible way I would even have a clue how to do that nowadays.
Yeah, I would never find it either.
Yeah, mushrooms, highly doubtful. LSD, yeah, incredibly doubtful.
I don't know. Square. Two of my cousins married black girls, so maybe.
Yeah, no, black people don't like hallucinogens, dude.
Oh, okay.
Fuck no, dude. They're fucking terrified of that shit.
Family.
Yeah. For some reason, dude, seriously, black people do not want to fuck with any hallucinogens, dude. It's pretty funny.
Did not know that.
Yeah, or maybe it's just the ones around here. I could be.
My cousin's kid could definitely score me meth if I wanted that. I know I could.
Come on, dude. Well, I'm in Arizona. I could fucking, Yeah, you can't
throw a fucking like stick and you hit somebody that'll get you meth.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much essentially the birthplace, dude. Like, it's been going on here pretty fucking steady or pretty fucking hardcore since like what, the late 80s, early 90s?
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah, like that. I was like a teenager. You know, I was like 15, 16 when I first started hearing about meth and how fucked up it was.
Oh, I think there's a house in my neighborhood that sells cocaine. The rumor has it that one of the people in my neighborhood's a coke dealer.
Or he's just posing.
I choose not to be involved in any way, shape, or form.
Right. Either way,
On the
I'm
off
avoiding
chance
that
he
guy.
is, it's just safer not to be involved with fucking coke dealers.
I hear you.
Like, they went after the guy that was dealing weed because he fucking had people beating the shit out of each other in front of his fucking house at random times.
Jesus. Yeah, that'll do it.
Fucking some dude and his girlfriend were sitting in a car outside of the fucking house waiting to score weed, or after they score weed. And the dude just reaches over and fucking smashes the girl's face into the fucking dashboard. According to my
I'm sure the bitch deserves it.
Yeah, well, they usually do deserve it, but you know, you can't just do it, no matter how much they deserve it. It's
I was surprised that neighbor didn't go beat the dude up.
Right? Yeah.
Well, he chased a fucking car thief, fucking butt ass naked down the street. The car thief wasn't naked; he was naked. Like, it was a hot night, and some dude broke into his car and was trying to fucking steal shit out of it. So he fucking heard it and was sleeping butt naked. Came down, saw the dude, and just started fucking going after him.
Wow, so it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that scene in Sideways, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys seen that movie? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I haven't.
Fucking asshole!
I'm just gonna agree with you because it was
you fucking poser. Yeah. No, there's a scene in Sideways. All right, have you guys seen Sideways, the movie?
Nope.
Nah.
It's actually a really good movie, dude. But there's a scene where fucking the one dude, like, he's supposed to be getting married, and they're doing this wine trip or whatever before he gets married. He fucks the waitress, right? And apparently the waitress's husband came home, so he had to bolt out, but he left his wallet there, so they had to try to break back in to steal the wallet. And the dude does it, but the guy spots him, and the guy was actually fucking his wife, the one that the dude was fucking earlier, and spots him, dude. And he's like, "Hurry up, go, 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 go!" And then the car's not starting, and the dude runs out there completely fucking naked, dude, and it's right up on the window, dude, just butt ass naked, trying to fucking bust into their car.
Well,
it really is a good movie.
The dude that was chasing the car thief in my neighborhood was probably a lot like shorter, fatter, and balder. So
yeah, no, this guy was a big fat dude. The guy in the movie was a big fat dude. He was not.
This was
not looking good naked.
This was a short, fat, balding, like half Mexican dude chasing some guy down the street that was trying to probably trying to steal cigarettes or something. The dude was fucking crazy, like legit, like mentally fucking ill, breaking into people's cars and shit.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Well, it was like a thing. Like, it kept happening in my neighborhood. Like, this dude just kept coming back and stealing shit from cars over and over and over because they kept putting him in like the same fucking program that was nearby. And I guess they just, thought he was asleep, but he was actually out fucking robbing cars for like cigarettes and shit.
Yeah. Well, in California, that constitutes just a cry for help, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll never be punished for any of that. No.
Oh, yeah. He's Mexican. Come on.
No, I don't know. The car thief was a white dude.
The
guy chasing him was like a half Mexican.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
short, bald dude who runs like a landscaping company.
That's racist, Stabby.
What?
Yeah. Pinche gringo.
I didn't fucking start his business.
Why's it got to be a landscaping business, dude? You racist. That'd be funny if it turned out it wasn't, and it actually was something else, too.
Oh, that would be pretty fucking funny. I just assumed.
Stabby, you racist. It turns out it's an investment fucking banking firm that he owns.
It's an investment firm. He has a
Landscaping,
lot
fuck
of
you.
yard work tools, and he deals with a lot of Mexican dudes that fucking carry around a lot of yard work tools in their truck.
Yeah, it's just the front, dude. It's the cover.
Just the front.
They're actually spies.
The dirty, rotten fucking spying on the U.S.
Yeah, that's how they go around and they
Russians.
figure out what to invest in. Is they pose as landscapers, you see, and they go in and see how shit's going down. That's a perfect cover.
Wait, he might.
All right, I'm abandoning the premise now
maybe
officially.
His wife is Mexican and he's white. I don't remember.
Either way, you're racist. I mean, that's established.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the only thing we can be sure of.
We had a fucking like a barbecue, like a neighborhood barbecue, and some fucking one of the girls my brother invited, who we later found out was like under 21 and drinking anyway, was like blitzed as fuck, and was rolling around in the driveway with her shirt off, like she still had a bra on and everything, so like showing her tits or nothing. And she was just rolling around in the fucking driveway and shit, like wasted out of her fucking mind. And he was like hovering around trying to get her to put her shirt back on and trying to keep like the fucking the younger guys from like trying to get her into the fucking house and shit. And just because like we were like, all right, turns out this is some fucking 19-year-old chick that's been fucking drinking booze all night. We don't want to deal with cops and all the nonsense.
The story's getting more and more racist. I got to be honest.
A half-naked chick is rolling around in the fucking driveway, so that's gonna draw attention.
Yeah. Next, you're gonna tell me that what they were barbecuing was some kind of marinated meat. Is that right?
Well, this is a barbecue mainly at my house, dude. It wasn't at his house.
Oh, damn it!
He was just a guest. Like we had a neighborhood barbecue. It was like,
damn it, that sucks. Was there marinated meat?
There was marinated meat. There was many kinds of meat.
And that's turning me on.
If I say there were tamales, will that make it better? So you can go back to your racist jokes thing?
Yeah, I'm kind of over it at this point anyway, dude.
Well, I was trying to help out.
You felt
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, but yeah.
Oh
yeah. It's
yeah, the way it worked is we had like me or our house, then the neighbor next door and the neighbor across the street. So like people would just migrate between the three houses to party. Because it was all in like one area, and we had neighbors from all up and down the fucking block come over and hang out. So but it was pretty funny. Like I had to get somebody out there to fucking chase that dude off because he was trying to be like, no, we can't let these dudes handle this chick. That might get, creepy or wrong or some shit.
Rapey.
Yeah. Just trying to white knight a situation that just wasn't necessary. Because we were like, hey, you could roll around on the fucking concrete in the fucking backyard and no one's going to call the cops. So why don't you do that?
Right. Let's get you back there. That would flash your bra tits as much as you want back there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it was a bra. It was like a bikini top. It wasn't even like, there was nothing exciting about the situation. It was just really irritating.
Yeah, just fucking super annoying. I get you.
Well, and at the time, I was like fucking super cross-faded because I still drank at that point. So I was probably way more paranoid than was necessary. Like, yay, if you know what I mean.
In bed. Yeah.
Oh, are we getting to the awkward point where we're all like, I don't know what to fucking say anymore?
Well, I got nothing. I literally got nothing.
Anything more from Ocasio-Cortez that we didn't cover?
She's a cunt.
We covered that already.
Damn it.
And
that
she
has
covers
been
her cunting.
I still say I'm glad she's in Congress. As long as she's not a senator, I'm glad she's there. What if she's the best option that the Democrats have, though? Coming up in 2020, that would be fucking hilarious.
I kind of want that to be.
I don't think he's old enough. So.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Oh damn it! Fuck you and your reality.
I think the vice president can be 30.
That's weird because I mean they could easily become the president. Yeah, that would be weird if they had a different thing for the vice president.
Oh no, 35 is president or vice president. You're right. My bad.
It would be pretty weird if that were the case.
No shit.
All right. We should probably call it a day because we're obviously out of shit to fucking say.
yeah. I concur. Yeah, we've done enough. We've done enough damage for one night.
All right. Remember, subscribe to Satan and Satire on YouTube. He loves when people do that.
And make sure you give him hugs, especially if you're furries.
Indeed.
Yeah, make sure you talk to him about your fursona. He loves that too.
Yeah.
Also, passing the fuck out.
Yeah, snoring on our Thursday afternoon stream.
That shit was fucking. He was so fucking smashed. I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
I couldn't, for some reason, couldn't tell, but he was out pretty fucking quick.
See, he could have been like me and not go to the stream and pass out. That's what I was doing. I was passed out on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been great to have you kind of cross snoring, both of you. That would have been fucking great.
That would have been fucking epic. I'd have fucking kicked me and Deitois out just to fucking leave that going.
Yeah, just like it literally, like one as one snore is coming to an end, the other one starts. That'd be perfect. Have him perfectly synced up, dude.
Yeah, usually when Satan's wasted, like he's coherent and he doesn't slur his words very much. But that day when he came on, he was just like really fucking up his words. He could barely talk right.
Yeah, because I mean, he was confused about the times, and our times have been the same for a very long time. I think he was thinking it was Sunday or something.
I think everybody's confused about our times. I'm not sure why, but
we've been. It's been either noon or 1 on Thursday for fucking ever. Almost always, noon your time. Pretty much all the time. And yeah, the Sunday night one. I mean, we moved it. When did we move it up to 9:30? It's been a while for even that. It's been several months. So yeah, it really shouldn't be that fucking confusing. But whatever.
It is. Yeah,
it was interesting. I was like, "Holy shit, he's actually snoring!" I thought he was doing it to fuck with us, like he was pretending to be bored or something.
I watched it. Yeah, I saw that part.
I'm like, "All right, well, what do you want to talk about?" And it was still.
He's still snoring.
Like, holy shit! I think he's actually passed out. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Somebody needs to clip that and put it somewhere.
Yeah,
because you're almost like Mac on that. Well, pick a different subject and what the fuck?
Is this not good enough for you?
Yeah.
Damn.
God damn.
Yeah, Thursdays is really bad for me. That's why I don't usually appear much on Thursdays because that's when I do my doctor thing, and by the afternoon I'm fucking tired and I pass out usually.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, when you can make it, no problem. Dude, we've I just realized we did not end the stream like we were planning on it, did we?
No.
So fucking. How the fuck we can never manage to fucking end a stream? All right, end the stream, man. Do it